Welcome to another edition of Mass Mats and Mayhem. I am your host, according to Vampiro, the outlaw L.A. Reid. You can find me on Twitter at JustinHarvey75. You can find the entire MMM show on all social media at MMMShow75, including all the wunderbar things Byron has been doing on Instagram. Instagram, is that where you're doing things for us, Byron?
Yeah, we have 666 views of our profile in the past week, which is a really cool number. Check us out on Instagram. We have pictures and stories. They're kind of the same thing, but it's just another way to let you know what's going on and when we're going to broadcast and what we're going to talk about. At Byron Fever.
Byron's really excited because of the fact that he didn't take that as an opportunity to plug himself this time for like the first time ever.
No, you can get us on all social media at MMMShow75. Yeah, it's cool. Thanks to all the people who are DMing and watching the stories, all of the murder clowns who have been watching our Instagram stories. I've been marking out since I saw that. That was cool. You guys got the screen.
Where's Zombie Clown? That guy's my favorite.
Does he have a phone?
I had the camera turned on your hat there.
Oh.
Pretty badass. What you got going on there?
This is a Jack Burton trucking hat from 8-Bit Zombie. Check him out. It's number 8bitzombie.com. He's the fucking man. He does cool shit. Yeah. What's up? This is Casey at Lucha Gringo. I was tweeting the whole show last night and I'm fucking tired and it's like 24 hours later. What the fuck? But hi.
Because Triplemania was like 19 hours long. Especially
how do you think I feel?
Especially if you tuned in when they told you to tune in to listen to techno music and one Jeff Jarrett promo. It was like
Basura! Basura!
I don't think he basura'd it in that first promo.
Oh no!
Did we tweet out the link?
Oh god!
Do people know to tune in?
He's just like Hugo, you and I go way back, and I probably had my daddy pay you $2 for a month's worth of work in Memphis, Hugo, even though you used to be married to Wendy Richter and you punch way above your weight class. And that's a pretty heavy fucking weight class these days, Hugo.
Hey, Meeflo, while I'm tweeting this out, why don't you tell us who you are?
At Byron Fever.
I'm Meeflo.
On all social medias and Venmo.
Why do you always interrupt this kid? It's like
he has a delay from England. I can't tell.
Waiting for it. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for me to abuse him. Let's come in.
I can't tell if he's going to talk because he's, a little slow with the England thing.
He spells that MEFFJARRATT.
Have we ever asked Meeflo where he got this
aluminum
name from?
Yeah.
She didn't name you Meeflo, did she?
It's because someone bumped into him at a wrestling show and he was eating an honest-to-God full plate of meatloaf.
Dude, that's delicious. Like, if they did that at wrestling here, I would go to so many shows.
Yeah, a wrestler took it and smashed it in his opponent's face and won the match. And ever since then, he's meatloaf because of copyright reasons.
I don't believe any of this.
No, it's a weirder story.
Well, tell it.
I used to have long hair, so I look like meatloaf. I look like meatloaf. So basically, because I had long hair and I was fat.
His name was Robert Paulson.
I'm still pretty fat.
With Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. Sorry, I had to do it. I'm sorry. His name was Robert Paulson. Terrible. His name was Robert Paulson. Hey,
I was out drinking one night, and my friend couldn't remember how to say meatloaf. Called me meatloaf by mistake, and that's stuff.
Oh, your nickname is because your friend's stupid.
Because my friend was too drunk to say my name properly.
It's funny because Byron became Bayron because what we know is can't read.
No, that's just the Spanish. That's the Mixed-slang pronunciation of my name.
Oh man, and then the outlaw L.A. Reid is.
Oh God, your boy Vampiro.
Hey, he did tell Matt Stryker I would beat him at the wrestling name game. That was my fucking tweet, even though he didn't say my name, but he probably would have fucked it up anyway.
How did you get screwed out of a shout out, and then he gets to my shout? He's reading it. You can read the people's names that are making the tweets.
He didn't want to put me over because he remembers me cheering for Pentagon, obviously, over him in Ultima Lucha 1. And come on.
Okay, well, you know who does want to put us over. So I'm going to let her.
Wait, Sid's not a girl, bro.
No, I couldn't get Sid, but...
Did you get Sid to tuck his wiener between his legs and be Sydney?
No.
Oh.
No, I did not.
Would you still fist bump him if he tucked his wiener first?
Hey, Gussie, can I interrupt you really quickly? Can I interrupt and ask you, who was it that wanted to say something nice about us?
Is there any way that we could stop you from interrupting?
I was just trying to get Casey to stop interrupting.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, Byron. Can I interrupt your interruption?
Well,
keep in mind, these are the two guys that always want this show to go faster, by the way.
So, yeah. So let's just, let's play a video.
I will do that after I introduce the video. Dear Lord, everyone's mooted. All right. Hi, Meef. It's just me and you now, brother. So here's the thing. We did this episode 100 a little while ago, and we asked, some of the boys and some people involved with Lucha Underground if they wanted to send in videos or say anything about us, burying us, putting us over, or whatever. We got one from a person whose power was out the night of the show, who was actually supposed to be on the show, but had no power. Which is
great
really
power Uti.
Funny, because I'd like to believe this is the person that gets the largest check from Lucha Underground, and you would think that kind of person could keep their power on. But apparently, even when you're a baller, you can't keep your power on.
It's weird because you're making it sound like something else.
Lost in the mail because it had to go through international mail, and as Meatloaf can tell you, getting stuff through customs, especially a package like this that's so on fire.
This one right here. No, I just ordered a British Minoru Suzuki shirt, and I'm so afraid I'm never gonna get it. But let's play the video.
All right, so this first one is from a friend of ours who I like to call Captain Hotness, and you guys.
Krista Joseph, Captain Hotness.
No, not that.
Oil tits.
No, this Captain Hotness.
Oh.
So I'm going to present that to everyone. And everyone stay quiet, and let's let Carmen Perez say a little something.
Hi, this is Carmen Perez, a.k.a. Captain Vasquez of Lucha Underground, sending a little video here for the MMM show. I know it's late, but I've been traveling this summer, having a little vacation. And I'm living in Norway, so I just wanted to give a shout out and thank you for having me. And I love you guys. I miss you guys. I hope I get to see you soon. Take care. Bye.
I don't know how loud that was. It might have been kind of quiet, but it was awesome.
It was good. We heard it.
It was all the feels. I feel something special that we probably can't talk about.
Man, all I know is if it was Krista Joseph, I would feel something special, but he didn't even send me one saying, Casey, I love you. What the fuck, DJ?
Okay, we'll get into that in a minute, but there's a reason.
He hates Byron.
There's the reason why we never got a video from Krista Joseph.
Because we're not fucking TwitWow.
No, I have the full story. A video may even exist, but I don't believe we'll ever get it through the delivery methods that we were attempting.
Oh, because he shows his dick?
No, that's the Mark Hunt doll. That's not actually Krista Joseph. All right. So here's the other video.
Sit.
Again, this guy was supposed to be on episode 100. I promised him a certain amount of airtime in exchange for inside tips and secrets. So I am legally obligated to play this video. Otherwise, I would never put this guy over because I don't know if he'd ever put me over. But we'll see what this guy has to say. Hopefully this one's a little bit louder. We'll see what he's got to say.
Hey!
Here we go.
Hello, MMM show. This is Eric Van Wagenen, not live from the Lucha Underground / Contender offices in Santa Monica, California. Just wanted to say to all the guys, Justin and Byron and Who else? Casey when he's there. Meef, my man Meef, and Jim, late edition. Wanted to say congratulations on 100 episodes. You guys are clearly one of the best Lucha Underground podcasts there is, mostly because you have factual information, usually because you call and ask. Who knew? It was that easy. And for that, I thank you. I wish you another 100 episodes, I hope, for us both. And hey, you guys are not the heels, but you're not bad.
I see the Roy in the corner that maybe he didn't want on camera.
Why are you giving away secrets, man?
Hey, look, man, we got to make money somehow,
Oh, wow. Look, a little.
Get flown in and hand a guy a T-shirt and get paid, man. Come on.
Or climb out a cage real fast.
We'll change the part where he says Casey when he's there. Fucking hell.
Because you're never here when we have big guests.
I'm sorry that everyone wrestles on the fucking weekend.
I know, but look, dude, you're like a ratings draw, and then like the big guests are a ratings draw. So like I feel like there's this untapped potential for the MMM show where we could draw these huge numbers, but we just have to get you on at the same time as a guest. Clearly Urban heard what it said because he caught the part that it said that it was a shout out to the heels.
Oh, I suddenly hear everything that's putting me over. That's great.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that always works, isn't it? All right, give me 1 second. You guys talk amongst yourself. I'm going to fix this.
Oh, hey, let's talk amongst ourselves. How the fuck are you guys? Fire Pro comes out next week, Byron.
Yeah, Fire Pro comes out. I just had my computer went down. Urban has been helping me with it, and basically I just bought a new Junker computer, and it's in the back. I'm setting it up. I'm about to sign back on to Fire Pro.
Yeah, but none of the new stuff is going to come out because it got delayed and they fucked up the PC version. So I hope you bought it for PlayStation 4.
Check.
Oh, I did.
Two.
It should be showing up here
now, probably.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 version's coming out Tuesday.
Tuesday.
You guys can buy it digitally. You can buy it physically. You can just fucking buy it because we're going to be in the game, at least until Byron puts up him and Justin. We'll make Meef. Don't worry, Meef. We got you. We'll get you an appropriate move set.
Can we wait? If we're going to make Meef, can we give him the old hair?
Yes.
We give Meef the old hair, and that's based on a model of Super Porky.
No. Well, Meef is muted right now, and he can't.
I unmuted Meef. Meef muted himself. He doesn't want to talk to you guys.
He's farting in his room again.
Am I here now?
Urban, you should always feel loved, especially with the kind of things Casey talks about doing to you. They're gross and disgusting, but definitely filled with love.
They definitely are technically acts of love in some places.
Yeah. I'll fill you with love, Urban. Don't worry. But all up in them guts.
Byron likes to be covered in love.
Hey guys, what are we going to talk about first? Lucha Underground or
Let's talk about Lucha?
You know what? I want to talk Lucha Underground. I only have one thing to say, Justin, because I'm offended. I'm offended by what I've seen.
Why would you be offended? DJ pretty much wrote this entire episode for you.
You know what? That's a very racist thing to say to a horror fan, because if writing an episode for me means spray painting Spooky and Boo on a table, come on.
You know, Casey, you need to respect that DJ is a hardworking, honest man, and he appreciates your friendship and your loyalty to the show, and he wanted to do something for you, and it meant a lot to him to do something for you, and he tried his hardest. All right. So what if it's just a table with the word spooky on it? He's trying his hardest to make it happen.
Why are you defending? Why?
If it fails completely, you have to respect the effort.
You do know that this man blocked you, right? He didn't. It's not that he's not following you now. He's gone beyond that. He now has blocked you, Byron.
Yeah.
It's okay. Look. I'm not really mad. I'm just disappointed because instead of spray painting Boo or Spooky, first of all, you could have done Spoopy instead of Spooky, which is 1,000,000 times more hilarious. And also Creepy instead of Creepy would have been great. And maybe like a scary monster face on one of the tables. So when you go through it, it looks like it's fucking eating you when the table breaks. That would have been the greatest thing in the world.
So here's the deal with this match. It was filmed a little bit later in the season. It was kind of awesome when we walked in, and the whole place was kind of set up this way. But the spot with the cage, the breakaway part of the cage, some things were supposed to go down that didn't go down. I was sitting right there in the front of the bleachers, and they had extra padding on the floor. So it was obvious what the spot was going to be. And I think it was even Stryker and Marty Elias both walked by and knew that the cage wasn't gigged the right way and had them cut some parts of it down. But somebody in production was not doing the right thing with the cage. I believe that they were probably also the people in charge of writing on the table. I don't think it was DJ. I think DJ was more all about the whole overall idea and
I liked the idea. I just have so many suggestions that I would have liked to give, but I wasn't there.
He wanted you to come. That was the day that he was like, just bring Casey. I'll get him in.
Yeah, I thought that was a rolling thing that I can just come and go as I please whenever I want.
But I think that was the day it started. Because I think that, you know, it was like you and Vic and J-Man and Urban. Those were the guys he wanted to see his masterpiece of the haunted horrors match or whatever it was. Yeah. You know, and some of the guys were there. The other Vic was there, and you know, and he came up to me, and he came up to like everybody who, you know, I think he remembers from the old days and was just like, dude, and I think Mil Machetes too, and he was kind of just like, dude, what do you guys think? It's pretty crazy. But I know, come on, out of all the people, that it looked like I showed up there to see fucking Wing. I was like, what is going on here?
Blasphemy. There's one thing we'll talk about this week that I'll put that fucking Wing label on, sir. This was fucking Ryuma Go Pro Wrestling at best. But let me tell you something, brother. I fucking have so many ideas for a match this way, so they have to keep doing it. And also, they have to see, the best thing about the Chamber of Horrors was like the electric chair, death. But in Lucha Underground actually kills people. They could have the electric chair actually kill people. When you would open a coffin and a fucking zombie would come out, and then Scott.
Do they have anyone left to kill?
Probably not, dude. I'm pretty sure Carmen Perez is dead. It was weird seeing her ghost talk to us. Maybe. It was weird because I think they killed Evie Dub too. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought that was why he didn't send the video. DJ, I hope you're okay. I think that's why he didn't send a video, because they killed him off. Rick killed fake Paul Heyman, and I can't do my fucking Paul Heyman jokes anymore. Like, what the fuck? If they're gonna kill everyone I make fun of, it's gonna be a really short roster.
Yeah, it's already getting there, brother. Look, so let me kick back to the beginning of the episode a little bit, and I want to talk a little more about the horrors thing, but the top of the show had a segment that I like to call Sad Santos, and you know, she's kind of sitting in the back, and Daj comes in, and he definitely wants to, let's say, inject Melissa with some happiness.
He's like, hey, Fenix is gone, but you know what? I've got a penis too. And then, yeah.
And he's just trying to bring it up. I mean, things up. Yeah. He's trying to make it look up for her.
I think I think
look at his penis.
Change his name to fucking Vulture Azteca.
Yeah, I mean, dude is trying to swoop in on some secondhand goods here.
Yeah, it's we're gonna call him Sloppy Seconds Azteca Jr. And which is funny because he's a junior. So and he pulled that mask off of it. Oh shit, this is a trend, bro. Because okay, check it out. He pulled that mask off of the dead guy and just fucking wears it around like it's his.
You think he's gonna do that with Fenix?
No, I think he's trying to fucking wear Melissa around like she's his, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no, I get what you're saying because it's gross.
And I also have to say...
Just be careful, because
I have to say that...
people might get upset.
Kross is in the chat and said that haunted house match scared the fucking shit out of him. So there we go.
Azteca is like Shane from Walking Dead.
Warned. Everybody might get upset that, you know, you're talking about a TV show and a woman acting like she's dating somebody on there and not the man she's actually just had a child with.
So what are you saying? You're basically saying that you got trolled on the interwebs and you're bitter.
No, it's he's referring to something, a certain wrestler. We won't put him over on our show. Let's just call him Chody. Said something about not liking the storyline, and Byron is completely silent, and I think his shit's broken. We can't even hear him at all.
No, it's just retarded.
Are you upset by this not being able to hear Byron thing?
No, it's cool. It's cool. We'll keep moving.
It's shocking.
Byron, are you there? Can you hear us? We can't hear you. Okay, good. One moment. Uno momento, por favor.
Hey, hey, Byron, if you don't like being sodomized, say something right now.
Wait. Zeus King says that he didn't get a romantic vibe from that at all. She was in a locker room. He was trying to sneak in there and get peeks.
Dude.
Clearly.
Okay, first, Zeus King, we're not talking about romance. We're talking about fucking, son. Come on.
For a fat kid, I know the moves you put on recently injured women. And that was all about it.
You're saying you like to move in on wounded prey.
I sent in some tips. That's all I'm saying.
So if Chris Wolf broke her leg, that would be your moment.
Oh,
no.
Yes.
Not that kind of injured. Not that kind of injured. Jesus Christ.
No, you're waiting for Chris Wolf to fall out of the ring, injured and hurt, so you can be her knight in shining armor. Is what you're saying?
I'll whisk her up and make sure she's perfectly fine.
Watch out for Cosby, Logan.
In a hospital.
Okay, fine. Everyone wants us to believe that Dadge was just being a friend. Fine. Dadge was being a friend.
He was never her friend in 4 seasons, and now that she has a dead boyfriend, he wants to be a friend.
He's not Cage.
I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give it up for Dadge, though. I'm loving him as the Gift of the Gods champion. I like that they're kind of doing his run more like an IC title run, and that he wants to cash it in at Ultima Lucha. I thought his acting in this scene was actually pretty good.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Chetes, sometimes people are trying to be friends from the inside, bro.
No, I thought he was just being a friend too. I didn't get that vibe that he was swooping
Good
in.
Lord, why are you so loud all of a sudden? I got it handled. You're good.
You sure?
Why does Byron have volume at all of a sudden? What the fuck happened, Justin?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no control over these sound issues. It's just not.
Zeus King was saying that Dadge Jr. was checking himself out in the mirror. They shot this scene where they were looking at each other in the mirror so you can get both of them in the same shot. That was a little weird for me, but
dude,
it's also kind of cool.
So
I like how the scenes though are getting really stylized. You know, they're
yeah, for a show that was supposed to have less and worse vignettes because they had less money this season. Mm-hmm. I think it actually made it better because what they did instead was they didn't try to go out on location. They just shot everything in a room in the back. And I think it made the writing better. I think it made the style of the camera work that they're using better. I think they're doing a great job on a very limited budget. And, you know, Skip Chasen, again, who is a fucking madman, clearly, they're putting together really awesome vignettes right now. Mm-hmm. And this was another one where it's like you take something that's really small, where really the only point was to get the medallion onto Melissa through trying to get in her pants. So, which is basically what happened. And now we've got storyline that has moved forward, and Dadge did some really pretty good acting, and Melissa was actually pretty solid too. I liked where it was going.
That's the exact opposite review I heard everywhere else, Justin, but you're a nice man. You're a nicer man than...
You think so? I mean, I didn't read what anybody else had to say. What were the comments out there?
People were shitting on Melissa, but you know what? I didn't even watch the scene. I'm just making shit up as I go because I don't watch anything. Because
all right. Well, I think in all seriousness, I mean, I agree with Justin. I thought it was good, but I think also it's kind of there are certain trends, like the whole hate Roman Reigns thing. There's certain trends, and I think there's a certain trend of hating on Melissa a little bit because it's the cool thing to do, at least. You know,
you're calling yourself cool.
No, I think she's a great part of the show, and I think she did great in the scene. I thought it was great. I agree. I think Melissa is very much in the striker category of a lot of people
don't like her presence there, and a lot of people love her presence there, and there's not a lot of in between.
And she's also in the striker category. Would totally destroy her in the wrestling name game. Because she would say like names like.
Striker doesn't believe that.
I think Striker would win.
There's one take in the wrestling name game. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I think Striker would win, and it would be easy.
Striker is the current champion, and that is purely because he showed up. That's it. I can't vouch for his skill level. I believe that he is a very strong competitor. I believe that Casey's a very strong competitor in the name game, but he is the de facto champion at this point. We haven't really seen a real test of his strengths yet.
But have you seen a test of mine? Because I
have, but not against the caliber of competition that I really believe that Matt Striker is.
Wow. You know what? It's cool. I'd
like to see you both really tested. I mean, I couldn't hang in there for 4 minutes with you guys because my brain would freeze and I would fall out on the ground and cry like a little girl.
Dude, there are people that can beat me. I could guarantee you if I can't beat Matt Striker, fucking Randy would destroy him because that guy is fucking good. Like he could beat me.
Randy's great. Yeah. I saw Randy beat you in person.
Whoa.
You cried for a long time.
We actually just kept going for over an hour.
Byron, you're kind of blowing the kayfabe here by giving away that anyone can actually beat him. That's not really...
That didn't happen, but...
It's not the way it's written on the Wikipedia page, Byron.
It's cool. You should see the MMM show wiki. Holy shit.
We have a Wikipedia?
It's out of control.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Vinny runs it. Vinny Massaro runs it. It says all kinds of fucked up shit.
What's it say about Meatloaf, Casey? No, read some of it for me.
Okay, it explains how we got the name.
It says Meatloaf, real name Robert Paulson. Let's see. And then it says MMM show Young Boy, washes backs and showers, has a creepy fan relationship with someone who shall be oh shit. See, now I'm thinking of two people. Fuck, I fucked it up already. Never mind.
Well, that was a good bit that we were doing.
Dude, I got a better bit later if we ever get to the fucking AAA show.
Yeah, we'll get to it soon.
So there's a scene, and they're sad about Fenix, and Melissa is sad. But
now here's the thing. She gets the medallion. I think she's going to use the medallion to bring back Fenix in some fashion. The real question will be, since it's half a medallion, if Fenix will be in that Katrina realm of half in the world, half out of the world. Will he be able to teleport like Katrina? Like, what will happen if Melissa uses the medallion on him? But I also thought the medallion only worked on lady folks.
You know what?
There'll be some bad side effects.
Here's another the most important question about what the medallion does for Fenix to me is, does Melissa even know what it does?
No, because Dad's just gave it to her.
No, I thought Katrina gave it to her. After she killed Fenix, she's like, I don't need this anymore. And he just took it off the counter and put it around her neck.
No, like, put it this way, dude. Okay, first of all, Lucha Underground is a very, very progressive company. We've already seen Pimpinella Escarlata. We have seen Sonny Kiss. And there's going to be a huge variety of wrestlers there. So they are going to sell Fenix as the first ever hermaphrodite wrestler. And they're going to start calling him Phoenix Lee Curtis. And I don't know if he can teleport. I don't know if he can.
Katrina already gave Melissa the amulet, the half necklace.
Right. Okay. Which we saw before. You're correct.
Yeah. As you do, Dag was like, "You're sad. I'm just going to put a shiny thing on you and make you feel happy."
I'm just going to try and dress you.
First of all, Byron, his name is Daj. David Allen Greer did not give
not Dag. Daj.
Daj.
This is not salmon. I can't even say it wrong like you say.
Salmon.
Salmon Grove.
Man, I really like David Allen Greer and wish he was on the show though, as maybe like Mil Muertes' dad. He could be like, "Hey, Pascual, how you going?"
I would love it if Dag was actually just a fan in the crowd and they cut to him all the time instead of us.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like if he just replaced us and then like maybe some of the Wayans brothers too. Like I get to be Marlon.
What is this us shit? I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that I saw on this week's episode. And it was a very nice close-up, by the way.
Whatever.
Hey,
You could have been there.
All I know is lube jobs make the world go round, Justin. Lube jobs make the world go round. How's everyone else doing?
Okay, so anyway, my whole point, we're still talking about the very first segment of the show, and I'm going to move faster in a second here. My whole point was that I believe that she's going to try to use this medallion on Fenix in some fashion, and we will see what the result of that is. I don't know how well that's going to work. But we need Fenix back because he's kind of a champion, I think. We'll see.
We need to have Fenix back. Aren't you clever?
Watch the fuck out if you're an old lady in the first row.
I'm interested in how Melissa. I mean, it's easy. That's the way to connect those dots. But I don't know how Melissa's going to get to the point where she knows how to do that.
Well, clearly she's desperate. I mean, she turned away Badge, who was a handsome fella. She turned
have
away.
You seen her trying to memorize a hometown of a wrestler that she's announcing?
She knows where Pentagon's from.
She doesn't know where Fuba's from.
She knows where Cage is from.
That's true. It's hard.
She even gives you directions with her head. He's from the 559. She'll tell you how to get there.
And he's got the nicest penis ever.
No, that's just that's
greatest
not
penis
kayfabe
ever.
Keep it kayfabe.
Just totally on social media. Nope, just social media.
Don't follow.
What up, Muerto?
Oh, Alberto, what's up?
What up? So what's the next thing that happened on the show?
The House of Horrors. And it was
whoa, wait, what? House of Horrors? What kind
whatever it was called.
Show? What kind of show is this? House of Horrors?
Haunted horrors house mask match.
You got to enunciate that horrors, Justin. I thought they started filming in Nevada or something.
Little Shop of Horrors.
What do you think about the cheese, the little campiness that they throw in there, like the graphics out of nowhere?
I liked it.
Me too.
I like the Macho Man and Elizabeth music during the Mundo Taya proposal too. I mean, I like the cheesy stuff, and I think that they're starting to feel. I think that they're starting to feel now that it's okay. Like the witch hat thing with Antonio, doing some of these little cheesy things. I think it started with the air guitar with the Worldwide Underground guys, and they've just kind of branched out from there.
No, I think the cheesy shit started with making Sexy Star champion. Boom! What?
Wow! I loved how they ended last week's episode or the week before the last week with Mac has to be one of my favorites on the show. One of my favorite wrestlers. They cut him off right when he was saying "motherfucker." It was awesome, and then they show it again.
That's great. Mac's got a lot of those. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, we
did. He got the biggest holy shit chant at the temple. I forgot what he did.
Oh, you really don't remember?
I forgot what he did. Perhaps one of you.
What he called Johnny Mundo the N-word on the air? Yeah.
That was amazing.
How the fuck did that not get on El Rey? God damn it, El Rey. Seriously. You know that was their call.
Yeah, for reals. Anyway, so Casey, did you like or not like this match?
You know what? It was okay, like on a scale of 1 to 10, I loved it, but I feel like it could have been like a 12 and it was just a 10, you know what I mean? Like this is the only thing I watched this episode because Justin's like, this is a love letter to you. And you know what? Like maybe like half chub, but not like all the way DJ.
All right. Hey, look. At least they're trying. That's what I have to say. And I like the hot start with Melissa and Katrina. I think I love Katrina in the red dress. I'm feeling now that she's wearing this red dress because she's actually alive and there's blood pumping through her veins. That's my new theory. Yeah, it was clearly a obvious switch at the point where she became fully realized human flesh in our world compared to 1 foot in and out of the other realm.
And I gotta say, shout out to Jacob Goodnight. To fucking, what is he, like Mayor Jacob Goodnight now? Since his hook and chain were in the cage. That was Kane's character from See No Evil 1 and 2. I've only seen the first one. I watched it recently.
Mayor Kane.
So I really loved how.
Yes.
I loved how they were teasing a bit of a cat fight, and for a second I thought they were going to both kind of do a 50-50 fight or something, but Katrina just straight nerfed Melissa, just threw her into the ground and threw the glass just right on the back of her head when she was already out. That was cold-blooded. That was so awesome.
5 stars, and we got a great ring announcer after that.
Now, no, don't forget though, we have that piece of footage of Katrina falling backwards to her possible demise or doom. So Katrina getting over in this particular situation may not be a good thing for her in the long run.
I don't know. I just heard she fell off a piñata or something, but that's a very
true story.
That's a very inside reference, and I wasn't.
Yeah. You weren't even there.
That's a true story.
You weren't even there. That was awesome. It was
anyway,
great to have
it was a fun match. The flatliner to end it off the ropes through the table, ridiculous. The cage not breaking, I was very happy for because literally there was padding at my feet that was not normally there that was added. And had that cage gag worked, I probably would have been wearing those two dudes. And when they started doing the spears into the cage, I was sitting next to other Vic, and we were both just like this, or maybe it was even Alberto. I don't know. We were all sitting over there. And we were like, this could be real ugly. Like we were ready to jump the hell back because we thought that whole cage was just going to come flying into us. But it got snagged at the top because they didn't, they break away part of the cage and they didn't break away the whole top corner. It was a bad gag, sadly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, and honestly, the cool thing I thought about it was this match was literally better on TV than it was live.
Oh shit, Byron, you're killing us! No! Byron, your mic is staticky as shit right now, and it made Justin leave because he thought it was him, and it's all messed up. I think you unplugged or something. Meef, unmute yourself. Hey, everyone in the chat can still hear me, right? Yo, let me speak on this. Can you guys hear me? Okay, they said that we're good now. All right. Byron, you're still muted, dude.
What was that explosion of awesome technical difficulties?
I thought I had batteries in there that said full, but then they died.
You sound
good.
Anyway,
I just left. I'm the worst kind of
I'm out of here.
I'm the worst kind of friend because I closed the whole thing and ran away. I'm a bitch. I'm like, I'm out. Fuck it. The world's coming to an end. I'm leaving. Fuck you.
False alarm.
That's
Good
a
reflexes.
nice t-shirt, by the way.
Justin's the only one here who would
Hey,
still be alive.
look. Okay, I'm going to talk about Lucha Underground. Then I'm going to talk about this t-shirt.
Okay.
Savage Jake Strong getting introduced by Famous B. Awesome. Famous B
That was great.
is my favorite male announcer at Lucha Underground. Love that dude.
wow.
He's awesome.
Where is B anyway? How come B hasn't been on the show, Byron? What's B doing? Is he working?
I don't know. Yeah,
Is he shoot jobbing us? I think he's shoot jobbing us.
We should get him back on the show.
Anyway, I like the squash. Savage Jake Strong doing the gimmick that should have been intended for Kross. I'm still digging it at this point. Though, actually, when we were there live, this was kind of the point in time, and Alberto can probably attest to this too, and probably Paul Kross. But we were like, I think we were all starting to go, okay, the Savage Jake Strong thing was fun at first, but is this a problem? I think we're all asking ourselves, is this a problem? It's entertaining when you're there. Jake is an awesome guy. He's like the nicest guy in the world. And you can't like, if you've met him or talked to him for 33 seconds, you won't hate on him. But no one was quite knowing what to make of the concept of him in Lucha Underground at this point. It was like, first of all, everyone thought Kevin Kross was going to have a spot like this. And Kevin Kross had kind of already won over most of the hardcore believers. And then you get Jake in there, and he's doing a great job, and the gimmick is great, and it's getting over, and everyone's pounding their chest. But if you look at the footage from this one, more people in the crowd are kind of like, am I into Jake Strong, or am I pounding my chest for nothing right now?
It's a weird thing with him because of the context of We the People, the context of the balance of talent in Lucha Underground, Lucha versus non-Lucha talent. There's a lot of things that a lot of things that help paint the, the scenery. And then he comes in and he just starts nerfing luchadors. And then you kind of put all of it together, and it gets a little iffy.
All right, Meef, what are you saying?
Whitewash. Is that whitewashing paint? Is it?
Maybe, but I don't think that was the purpose of bringing him in. And I don't think, I think bringing him in, had they gotten all the luchadors from AAA that they had originally planned to get, wouldn't have made it so strange. He wasn't taking up anyone else's spot. I mean, he was coming either way, but
I'm going to
have to sign him. He's a great grab,
about this whole thing with Kross.
But
does the whole world hate Kevin Kross?
Does the whole world hate Kevin Kross?
I know it's
no, I don't.
For later, but what the fuck is the thing with Lucha Underground had him 2 years ago and then just decided not to? No. So here's the deal. Here's the deal, as best as I can figure it out, is Lucha Underground did have a spot for him and had every intention of bringing him in to this season, but then he was doing the WWE tryout and some other stuff was going on, and he was talking to some other people, and it was more as a courtesy to them. They weren't really writing him heavily into season 4 after all, because they wanted to give him a chance to pursue these other opportunities. And then as soon as he went to the WWE tryout, basically when that was done, he called up EB-Dub or DJ or whatever and was just like, hey guys, I don't think I'm going to do that right now. There might be a time for me later down the road. I'd still really love to come to Lucha Underground. And DJ told him right then, he was like, oh, okay, well, we'll check this out. We'll see what the haps is. Then if I'm putting the story together the right way, basically in a separate set of circumstances, DJ was talking to Paul London about, hey, when we're going to do this stuff with the Rabbit Tribe, who do you see kind of in this role and blah, blah, blah. And he went through some names and he had a list, and I know what that list is, but I'm not going to say. But he got to Kevin Kross's name and he was like, oh, well, if this guy's available to do it, I'd love to have Kevin Kross come in and be the guy to help out with this. And DJ was like, great, we're looking for a spot for him anyway. Let's bring him in and have him do it. And then, Kevin already had a few other things booked or whatever. So then as soon as they worked out the schedule and whatnot, they brought Kevin in and did, the thing that you've seen a little bit of right now in a vignette, but we haven't seen come to the ring yet. So that's basically the whole story. I don't think there was ever any contentious moment with Kevin Kross and Lucha Underground. It's just been this weird set of circumstances where they signed him a long time ago after his dark matches, but then didn't use him in season 3, even though I think they had toyed with the idea, but they're like, no, let's just wait and bring it back. And then the hiatus happens. So he gets pushed back there. And here's this poor guy who's running around, who's building up his name, wearing a Lucha Underground jacket everywhere, super happy to be a part of the locker room, and another, almost Vinny Massaro levels of hype for Lucha Underground were coming from Kevin, and yet he had never been seen on TV in the damn show. We still haven't seen him hit the ring on the show. It's been over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling sorry for him because it just feels like everything seems to be a dropped ball, and it's not by him.
Well, do you think the impact angle? Do you think the impact angle with him and Aries is a dropped ball?
Yeah, I think. I think
that's disappointing.
They didn't let him get enough. He got into it a little bit, and they went, actually, you know what? We're going to stick a midget with him. He could work, but he didn't get enough time to be by himself. and then like actually build his own kind of thing there. And then now with what's going on with AAA again, by the looks of things, the exact same situation as last year, where they might not have anything for him, but it just seems like this guy is so good, and he's brilliant. I love Kevin, and he's so good at what he does, both on the mic, away from wrestling, and actually in the ring.
But he is also relatively new.
Yeah,
he drops the fucking ball.
It's here's the thing with Kross is
certain people have been
he's been a +1 in pretty much all of his presentations, and with his level of experience and with how much the general audience knows of him, that's a good way to bring him in and to introduce him. But I think that and he's excelled at that. But I think with Impact, you see him come in by himself. I
think this is because he is a newer guy. I think they're protecting him because of not necessarily anything to do with him, but because of guys with his size and level of experience. That's typically how you introduce them in general. Yeah. I mean, and he's not the first guy like this. Even when like John Cena was in, Ohio Valley and those guys were over there, they were used in very much similar fashions. And when they were brought into WWE with Batista and Orton and Cena and these bigger, stronger monster guys but they're also not, Paul White level giant guys. They're big guys, but at the same time, there's a lot of guys Kevin Kross' size in the WWE. So you have to protect him a little bit in these other promotions. You have to put him with other guys. And here's the thing. I've seen Kross do 25, 30-minute matches. But the type of match that he's going to do for that amount of time isn't going to be running the ropes the whole time. Like the match he did with Simon Gotch or whatever. It was chain wrestling. It was mat wrestling. It was a lot of psychology. It was a lot of in and out of the ring, staring down, working the crowd. Great stuff. But at the same time, on TV, that's not the 25-minute match you want. So the way you're going to protect a guy like that is you're going to throw him a couple squashes. You're going to put him with somebody else so that he has an intimidation factor. You can also protect his record that way. I mean, look, he's undefeated in AAA. He hasn't been beaten in the ring in Impact. He hasn't been beaten in the ring in Lucha Underground. Like, you want to talk about protected, maybe it's not the best storyline for him, but at the same time, he's not the guy I see running out there and having a 30-minute match with Pentagon.
You know what, guys?
Well, I think it makes.
How many matches he had though? How many appearances he's made to how many matches he's had? That was my issue.
Well, and House of Hardcore, he had a bunch.
Yeah, House of Hardcore, he was good. Impact, they haven't given him a lot of matches. AAA, he's undefeated for 2 years. God damn it! But let me tell you, all of you guys. First of all, horrible violations of kayfabe. That's why I left the room for so long. Not just because I was getting myself cereal. Let me tell you something. The only one that needs to be protected when Killer Kross gets in the ring is his opponent.
No, I think it makes sense, and definitely throwing him in that Diesel heater role to Austin Aries as the Shawn Michaels figure. I think that's great, and I think. I wanted to see a program between the two of them, across the ring from each other to begin with. And if it leads to that pretty quickly, or if it leads to that in a way that makes sense, I think it's awesome. And I think it'll be really valuable for him. I hope he, drops Aries on his head. That'd be really cool. And maybe chokes him out too with that Kross jacket. But it's just on its own, that makes sense. But as a big fan of Kross and wanting to see him just hurt a lot of people, I've seen him being presented on other shows in the same way, where he's the +1. He's like the enforcer.
Well, and that's the character right now. That's going to be the. But look, at the same time, this is a guy that we like. We saw him when he was coming up, and he wasn't really there yet. And we're seeing it all come together. And in a short amount of time, he has put himself in a great position. I mean, he's up there, and he's gotten the hype along with a lot of these other guys. I mean, his debut and Impact
Yeah.
was the most talked about thing in all of wrestling that week.
Yeah, I was super excited
in a
for
week
it.
where before that, it was all about Kenny Omega and the Golden Lovers thing. And, and the week after that was all about John Cena and Brock Lesnar and shit like that. Like for a week, he had the same kind of level of hype as Pentagon and some of the guys who are at the top of the game.
Yeah.
And you can't, front on that for a guy who hasn't been in nearly as long as the rest of these guys. Now he's paid his dues, in underground fighting and mixed martial arts and doing other stuff. But at the same time, for a guy who really is pretty new to it, he's really in a great spot. Though I'm going to talk about AAA in a minute. Let me finish with Lucha Underground. So Benji Heyman got killed, or whatever his name is. Did you see this? Ricky Mundo stabbed him with a Bic and effed him all up.
Excuse me, sir. If I can have a moment, are you having sex with that doll in front of me? Is that a pen in your pocket, or are you happy to see that doll, sir?
Amazing. This is why we keep Casey, people. It's amazing.
Is that a pen in my throat, or are you happy to see me?
The other part of that segment that I really loved was Taya giving Mundo the picture of himself with the belt. And then finding out that Antonio Cueto is giving Johnny and Taya a very lovely wedding gift of letting Johnny challenge for the Lucha Underground Championship a week after their wedding. Are you guys looking forward to this televised wrestling wedding?
I've never looked forward to a wrestling wedding in my entire life. And you know what? Unless
what if there's a nip slip?
You know who ruins a wedding?
Who, Johnny's?
You know who ruins a wedding?
Who ruins a wedding?
Tori Wilson's dad.
Snakes ruin weddings.
Oh, is that what you want to see happen?
Snake ruined Macho Man's wedding. Remember that? You remember that fucking cobra in the fucking box and shit at the wedding? And then eventually, fucking Jake the Snake gonna hit Elizabeth with the chair when she's coming back, and Undertaker stops him and he's like, "Hey, whose side are you on, man?" And he's like, "Not yours." Has his hand in the coffin and fucking he's dragging the coffin while Jake's hitting him with the chairs. That's what I want from a fucking haunted house match, Krista Joseph. You're welcome.
Look, I think that the one reason I'm interested in seeing this wedding is because I know Krista Joseph and Chris Roach love to pay homage to other things that have happened in wrestling history. They teased it right up with the fact that they put on the Macho Man music during the proposal. I think we're going to get some interesting moments of homage during this wedding, and that will probably be the most fun part about it.
Unless they fucking homage the Uncle Elmer wedding me and Matt Stryker remember, it's nothing to me.
Well, Johnny did the whole Macho Man voice during the proposal too. I know I'm looking forward to it because I think Lucha Underground has afforded themselves the room to handle stuff like this, and they can do stuff where it's a little bit cheesy. They can
it's like the sitcom thing. You always write an episode where the cast gets stuck in an elevator. It's just a test of your skills as a sitcom writer. It's a test of your skills as a wrestling writer to do a wedding, and they're getting married for real, or they got married for real. So why not? Do this. And
hold on, guys, I need a time frame check. Was the Al Wilson wedding to Dawn Marie where she fucked him to death? Was that under Krista Joseph's time at WWE?
That might have been a little bit before him. I don't think it was, but I want to say for his sake that it was.
You know how this show likes to kill characters off. I'm just saying.
Oh God. Oh man. We'll see.
That was actually the original way they were going to kill Benji Heyman. Ricky was just going to fuck him to death, but they changed it because the network got mad.
Well, I have to say, I really liked that murder. It was one of the ones where it was definitely a TVMA moment. It was bloody. It was
the other version would have been great. He'd be like, "Excuse me, sir. What are you doing inside me right now?" Sir.
Again, I think it was another one of those moments that I felt like was kind of there for you or guys like you.
Sir, it's even bigger than Lord Alfred Hayes, sir. It hurts, sir. Stop, sir. Ah! The end. You're welcome, Krista Joseph. That is the bonus feature on the Lucha Underground Season 4 DVD box set that is only released in Germany.
In Germany, yeah.
Oh, there was a lot going on.
Those got to be contacted me.
You know me, if I've got something to say to Germany, and that is, hey, man, here's Alex Wright, the German. And if you want to know what the Germans are all about, pick me, and we'll have a hell of a victory. I promise.
Yeah, there's another Alex Wright in NXT now.
Nope. Nope, that's not cool.
There's only one. Right?
No, you can steal gimmicks all day long. Steal names.
It's a tall, blue-eyed, blonde, white German dude walking around.
Oh shit!
Anyways,
that was my gimmick.
There was a lot of subtle story though going on in this little vignette where Jack was presenting a present and Taya, pushed it away and had hers instead. They did the portrait with the title that made Johnny remember he wasn't champ anymore because I guess he forgot. And also it did, for me, it went a long way in legitimizing Ricky Mundo and the whole doll thing.
No. It's just a murder.
Yeah,
I don't know about the Ricky Mundo thing. Like, I got to tell you, like, I get where it was going. I got where it was going when DJ first started doing it. I love the murder. I'm glad we got to a murder. But now that we've gotten to a nice bloody Ricky Mundo doll murder thing, I don't know how much more of this gimmick I want to see.
Oh, I want to see all of it. You have to go all the way until that. And I actually know what happens to Jack Evans, Meef. I know he gets in a fist fight with Chessman, shoot, and then they replay it. But
yeah, it needs him in the head.
Yeah, that was dope, dude. That's what
he took him down. This guy was 150 pounds heavier than him, and Jack just took him down.
That's what he gets for not. We'll get to that.
Anyways, that's the other show.
Well, I'm trying to get to.
Someone died. What's the next scene?
Last Skeleton Ninja Standing match, which is what it should have been called because we all knew that was how it was going to go down at the end.
Hey, you know what, Byron? Canadian Destroyer. This is a mask that you may have purchased at one time. No, separate mask.
What? What about?
No.
From this match?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I'm not gonna.
This
it's a terrible match.
My only pet peeve about this match was the cinder block. We've seen Cage and cinder blocks in Lucha Underground before, and I'm not a fan of the fake cinder block thing. It doesn't work for me.
Fake cinder block? Jesus Christ!
I got to review the show too, man. I got to step out of kayfabe for this one. I don't like the cinder blocks.
I like the first
The
time.
gag doesn't work.
You know who uses real cinder blocks, Justin?
Sid.
Fucking Wing.
Wang.
I like the first cinder block when he curb stomped through it. That was cool. You see it once. There you go. But it was a little hokey in how they even set up that spot. And also, shouldn't it be murder normally?
Yeah, maybe. But I like the rest of the match. I feel really bad. I feel bad that this was Cage's lot in life. Everyone wants to put Cage over in all these different promotions, but then it's like Cage got put in a program with Pentagon and Pentagon's big season. I felt bad for him, especially when we were there live in the temple. It was just like they'd announce Cage first. He'd get a decent pop, and then they'd announce that the opponent was Pentagon or that he was in a program with Pentagon, and then everyone was just kind of like, no one booed Cage or anything, but he couldn't get a pop or heat, and it was shame to have a guy who could have been in a program with somebody else and really getting over. I mean, the matches were great. Him and Pentagon work great together.
Remember when they said that every time Cage wrestles, they put him against someone I like more? Here it is again. I mean, and this is it's killing him in Lucha Underground. He's more of a character as Brian Cage in Impact than he is in Lucha Underground. And it's because of
the fact that he got stuck in a program with Pentagon for this season.
Yeah. I mean, he came in super strong. When he came in, I thought he was going to put Puma down. I thought there was no way Puma was going to keep the title, you know? He was super strong.
He fucking ripped the belt in half.
Yeah. He should still have that. He should still have that belt walking around. I mean, I think it might do him a favor, but to be in that max spot where he's not fighting for the belt, but he's still in a big program.
But you know what the trick to that max spot is? That Willie Mack has going for him is that he can turn a phrase and it becomes comedic, whether it's intentional or not, and it makes people have fun with him. Cage is a little too much one note. Like, I think the difference between a guy like Cage and a guy like Kross cuts a better promo. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong. Cage can, in fact, cut a promo, but it's kind of the same note every time. And I think the real trick for Cage, whether it's Impact or Lucha Underground or MLW or wherever, I don't care. I think the real trick for a guy like that is somebody's going to have to figure out how to write him. Someone's going to have to either figure out a comedy angle to him or something fun or something more scary about him. You know, we all know he's super athletic. He does great moves. He's got a great look.
But is that the problem? Is that where his catchphrase, get my shit in? He's the prototypical creative wrestler, indie wrestler. Like, he does all the best moves. He does lucha moves. He does these power moves, starting a screwdriver. He does all these great moves, and it gets him over because he's awesome at it.
Right.
But if he has to work a match where it's not about the moves,
right. But if you made him, an ECW Dudley boy with Joel Gertner talking for him, then all of a sudden you got something. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, here's what you do, right?
You need something else.
Got to be able to get over.
Byron, you said he was a creative wrestler, right? Okay, that's the angle we do. There's like a little kid. We'll have him played by Meatloaf, our young boy, and he'll be playing video games. He'll be playing the Mega Drive instead of the Sega Genesis, and then lightning will strike, and his creative wrestler will come to life, and it'll be Brian Cage. But we have to go back in time to make this how he was introduced in the first place.
I mean, that's the real weird thing to me about him and Lucha Underground is with all the sci-fi and folklore and whatnot, why don't they just actually make him a machine? Is there not a way to tear off his hand and have a robot hand underneath there, even as a gag one time?
You know why? Because they haven't found a mad scientist yet. You have to find a good mad scientist character to have created the machine, and they haven't found that guy yet.
I mean, I think that would be funny and awesome. Like, his programming goes wrong. What? You're talking.
Sorry. Yeah, I was just saying, what if DJ found the mad scientist character, but he got so happy killing characters off, he killed him off before he made it on the show?
I'm sure he did that. But I just think, like, if you did it for real, you make him an actual robot. Like, something goes wrong in his programming and he goes haywire and maybe kills another couple of people, even though he's had his chance to murder some folks. You do something like that with Cage, even though it's campy, I think it'll still be fun. And I think it'll give him a chance to play up the character, you know, be more than Kenny Omega, be more than...
you do Chopping Mall, but with fucking Cage? That's amazing, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
You could Rocky Horror him.
You could, but I mean, come on. Jim Wynorski didn't make Rocky Horror Picture Show. The legendary Jim Wynorski made Chopping Mall, the cinematic masterpiece, which may be called Robots in the UK, actually.
Looking at Cage's crotch, you know, that's definitely made in a science lab, isn't it?
So from what
why is everyone looking at Cage's crotch? I thought Melissa.
Did you not see the AAA pay-per-view where he wore the exact moose knuckle tights that me and Byron talk about every week?
Oh my God. Children watch the show. Like, it's...
Look, even if I had seen that man's moose knuckle that one time, I wouldn't still be talking about it now.
It wasn't in your face, dude. Like I said,
he
basically gave us Mongolian devil.
I think white guys are just more intimidated by manly moose knuckle.
No. Oh, Justin, there's a question in the chat room. If you got Justin, there was a question in the chat room during the haunted house match. Did you get nervous when you saw one of the tables when it said spooky? But did you get nervous before you read all of the word?
Ooh. No one was that Mr. Krabs asking that question? Jesus Christ.
That was a horrible question.
The racism down there is exquisite.
It's a little dangerous. The table's going to be breaking. You have Mac in the ring. Don't set yourself up. What if the table broke in a certain way and a certain letter broke off of it, and now you have this word in the ring?
Pentagon Dark is still your Lucha Underground champion. Is there a way we could erase this? Let's talk about AAA.
I'm just saying, art department.
You want to go up the card? You guys want to go up the card for Triplemania or down the card?
Up.
Is that the end of the show?
Oh, no. We need to start with one thing.
I thought it was a great show, and I'm looking forward to the wedding.
Yes, we do need to start with Viano Tricera. Thank you very much, Meatloaf. Thank you for reminding me. The great man is no longer with us. He was honored on the AAA pay-per-view. Hopefully, he didn't lag through the whole fucking tribute.
John McCain was honored on the AAA pay-per-view?
I would never call him a great man after what he did to people with his medical reforms. But hey, it's
John
not
McCain, the guy who tried to stop mixed martial arts from ever happening in the United States?
Mm-hmm. That shit, he was trying to shut down UFC 1 or whatever, right?
Yeah, it was pretty far back there. Me and John
it
McCain
wasn't one, but it was when it got
2 or 3.
When it got yanked off the cable, he was directly responsible. But no, Viano Tricera, Viano family, man. Okay, he's in one of the greatest lucha matches I've ever seen in my life, which was his mask match versus Atlantis. I've linked to it on my Twitter. It's on YouTube. Just search Mascara contra Mascara, fucking Atlantis versus Viano 3. You'll find it that way, and you'll love it. Because you know what? You know how I know that Viano 3 is a great man? He came out to the fucking Riders of Doom from Conan the Barbarian, the greatest movie ever made. There's going to be more Conan coming up. I hope you motherfuckers are ready.
Why? Is Schwarzenegger finally going to make Conan the King?
No, he's just making an appearance. Don't worry.
No, Jason Momoa is going to finally make Conan the King?
Oh.
Nope.
Jason Momoa was a great Conan. The movie was just dog shit. But
that was a terrible script.
Yeah. I heard Krista Joseph wrote it. I'm just kidding.
It's weird that Krista Joseph.
How many guys want to get blocked by DJ?
Jesus Christ. I try to be his friend. I sincerely hope the best for him. And
I feel like I got cock-blocked.
Byron, read the tweet, Byron. Read the tweet that got you blocked.
What?
Okay, he's got to find it. I just want to say when we're talking about blocking, I feel like my heart was cock-blocked by DJ when he had Matanza win at Ultima Lucha Dos.
That was a good choice.
We've covered that. It makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Go ahead, read the tweet, Byron.
Anyway. Tyron said Dre beats are garbage. You're a better person than that. And he got blocked.
You said he said that his beats went through the wash and they survived. And then you replied to him, Dr. Dre beats suck, and you are a better person than that.
I wanted to compliment him.
How is that a compliment?
And then
telling him that headphones suck and that he likes the headphones and that he can be better than being the shitty, awful person that likes the headphones? Of course he blocked you. That was like the 5th time you did something like that.
I counted 5, but Jesus Christ, I can only imagine whatever the fuck he said to Chavo. That's like, wow.
The guy is like, he's an educated guy. He's a writer. He knows how to turn a phrase. You're not tricking him with your backhanded comment.
I just want to be his friend.
Yes, he knows how to turn a phrase such as "Welcome to Slamtown."
If you want to be, that's funny.
Who here is insulting him?
I'm not.
I think DJ is doing fantastic.
But Casey has always insulted him, and he's never done it in a backhanded way. He does it to his face.
That wasn't an insult. I'm sorry. Everything I say sounds sarcastic. I'm sorry. It's just the way I talk. Fuck.
Look, I just think it's funny that somehow, Byron, you've been blocked and you're on a host on a show that was pretty much invented just for the purpose of telling this one particular guy how cool the stuff that he writes is that we like. I mean, the entire podcast was kind of based on that.
I joined this show to shit on the show. What is this fucking twit? Wow, Jesus.
You think I'll still be allowed in the temple?
No.
Why?
I'm already banned. I just didn't tell you guys that. I shouldn't have sent Meltzer all those spoilers. Oops.
They should let me in the temple.
DJ might let you back, but Josie's not going to let you back.
Why? Me?
I don't know, because she had a kid, and she's going to think that you're going to scare the baby with that face.
Oh, baby!
Congratulations, Josie.
I'm cool with all the crew there. They're all good people, and I've probably worked with.
They fucking hate you.
Look, we got to talk about that crew's other show tonight too, the Contender. So let's get through this. It's
AAA. Come on, this show, fucking A, man. Like even with the English commentary, dope as fuck.
First of all, yes. So Casey is giving this a thumbs up. A AAA show.
Oh, dude, I full wood during the Lucha Extrema, bro. Come on.
Meatloaf, yes or no? Good show. Well, Meef. Are you?
All right.
Wait. Did you just old dirty sock your Fantasma mask with your penis? What happened there?
Oh, no one will be able to get it off his head that way.
This is the very first Fantasma mask I ever bought.
Go Lakers.
Well, I thought it was a bit more like 80s heavy metal.
Yeah, it looks like actually like that show Roller Games. It was like a roller derby. They had a team called the Rockers. That's very close to their gear. Not to be confused with Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, or the great team of Leif Cassidy and Marty Jannetty, the New Rockers, who never really got the respect they deserved, in my opinion.
Oh my God!
I really am a big fan. Come on, Leif Cassidy, bro. Shit.
Yeah, Leif Cassidy was the next Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was. That's why he
was the next Shawn Michaels.
I have a question for you, Meef. You have that mannequin in the back that you've had these plans for, and you basically haven't outfitted him in a Fantasma costume. You took so long, he doesn't have his mask anymore. So now, what's the point?
There's no point.
Well, that's going to actually be the Fenix one now.
I don't know.
You're just going to bandwagon and jump on the Phoenix bandwagon?
Meef's a big fan of kicking old ladies in the face so that their wigs fly off.
Right. So we're going to start. We're going to start the first match or the last match?
First match. Let's go.
First.
All right. So we're going to go all the way back to 800-year-old freelance, Astrolux, Dragonbane. Okay, I don't have a lot to say about this match except other than like Freelance is my age and shouldn't be wrestling anymore because he's so fucking old.
I was so surprised because I'm like, holy shit! I remember seeing his fucking name and results in like 2001 or something. And Drastic Boy, I knew who he was too. So I'm like, hey, a couple guys I recognize in this one. And then a bunch of people I fucking don't. That one fucking Dragonbane looked like he made
Oh my God. I have written on Sharpie my name on a T-shirt and had it look better than whatever Dragonbane wore to the ring.
You got to get him one of those bootleg wears T-shirts that's 3 sizes too small that you made and get him wearing that instead. We will sponsor Dragonbane. We will send him MMM show T-shirts to wear instead.
Just tell him to go see Hoovy in the locker room and there's a shirt waiting for him.
I'm sure there is. And,
I'm wearing a Mad shirt, by the way. It has happened. I'm wearing a Mad shirt.
That looks nothing,
Jeff Jarrett.
Dude. Nothing like Alfred Newman at all. He doesn't even have like the gap in his teeth and shit. But, dude, okay, so this first match had some good dives. It was impressive. Freelance's team won, which is cool. I'm surprised they have Freelance as Freelance. It's like, I know people know who he is and shit, but like, he has a shitty look, he has a shitty name, and he's a great wrestler. He's begging to have a new gimmick put on him. Why not put that on him in the tournament and pretend he's a young guy? Like, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. This match was trying to be as great as some of those recent openers. I didn't quite feel it. I mean, I think they showed out and they did a little bit of something. Maybe it was how big the arena was, but it didn't feel as good as some of the opening matches that they've done recently.
No, and it's like when your whole card is built on pretty much cruiserweight clusterfuck multi-man matches.
Yeah,
really stand out. You know?
And who's Drastic Boy? I don't think I've ever seen him before.
He's done a lot of shit in the indies. I want to say maybe he's from DTU or something. You know, like the hardcore group.
He was a new one. I don't want to waste too much time on it. It was an interesting match. Congrats, Freelance. Take your old ass to Denny's tomorrow and have a good breakfast. I was very surprised this next match was still on the prelims, if you could call it that. Sammy Guevara defeats Australian Suicide, ACH, Shane Strickland for the AAA World Cruiserweight Championship.
Highlight of this was Vampiro telling ACH to get the fuck out of there because he's fucking everything up with the table. And
it was amazing.
And every time something went wrong on mic and Vamp was cussing someone out, it was on mic. It was like watching Shawn Michaels circa 1995. But
the meltdown was exquisite. I mean, are you telling me that Vampiro doesn't drink or anything right now? Like, really?
He said he was using weed gum in the second match, and you can hear it kick in because they seem to get way more giggly after that.
Yes, I mean, he was super aggro, then he turned super silly, and then it was everything Vampiro did on the mic last night was like, these are the things that make me upset that Lucha Underground is a tape show. Because
I know.
You could never just let that go.
Oh no, it was raw. Raw was how you said it on Twitter, and that shit was raw, and I loved it. He said a lot of shit he shouldn't have said. Let's throw some of the homophobia accusations out there immediately off the bat. That was kind of up. It's 2018 and almost 2019. But you know what? Shit happens.
Can you get away with it in Spanish? I don't know.
We tried later.
I mean, yeah, he talked about a lot of rainbow huggers, let's just say.
Yeah, but it happened in Spanish too, and that was all Konnan. But yeah, so this second match was great. I still want to go on the record and say I think Australian Suicide looks like a total chode now, and not just because he dresses like Billy Joe Armstrong.
How does Aussie Suicide get over, man? I mean, the guy's been around for a while.
Shittier look than his old look. What the fuck?
I don't know, man. It's like
they got the same makeover people that made the Black family look like shit, and now they use it on him.
He's the guy that when he comes out in the throwback jersey, you're like, yeah, we prefer the new version of the team. Like, there's no nostalgia. I don't know. Something about it is weird. And he's a good wrestler.
Great.
He's always been a really, really good wrestler. I know he's a smaller guy, Paul. I know. But at the same time, I've always liked him. I go back to that feud with Pentagon, and I mean, given a lot of it is Pentagon that just cracks me up, but you got to have a foil on the other side.
You got to have somebody to look like the bitch in every single encounter.
Oh, God, that scene where Pentagon punks Australian Suicide in the street is my favorite thing ever.
It's my second favorite. My favorite, I need to find the video, is actually the time that the Psycho Circus kidnaps Quihei and puts him in a bag and beats the shit out of him. That's my favorite lucha thing ever. There.
I still like the thing in the street too, because it looks like a shoot, even though it's totally a work.
And Quihei's like yelling, "Ayúdame! Ayúdame!" Oh, so good.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Guys, look that up on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's out there and it's totally worth watching.
I'll try to find it sometime this week and tweet it out to everyone.
It was, I think I put a piece of it in the Casey's top 10 luchadors, which Kleinrock never ran, but he got married, and ever since then we haven't run anything on their site.
Yeah. So apparently someone's shutting us down.
Yeah, we'll see.
Great, highlight video of one of DJ's appearances.
Byron, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Why can't you hear me?
Your microphone died or something. I don't know. You sound like shit again.
Guy needs to buy some real ass batteries. What the fuck?
Anyway, yeah. So 800-year-old Freelance wins. Then Sammy G wins.
Sammy G wins, and then Kross comes out and decapitates him. And now his name is Sammy Pez Dispenser. I saw a piece of candy fly out. It was great. And, if he was a Pez dispenser, he'd probably have, like, those shitty new raspberry ones. Like, they kind of suck because he wears a lot of pink, But,
everybody in the X division's got to be kind of scared when they see Kross come out and destroy a cruiserweight champion in Mexico.
Yeah, because you know what? In Mexico, the cruiserweight championships are usually the ones that matter. Not in AAA right now, but maybe Sammy will bring it to that new level.
I really hope he does, and I almost worry that since they're putting it on an American, that it's probably still not going to get the push that it deserves. And I was it was on a prelim, as well. So, but I like Sammy G. I think he's a really good choice. What were you saying, Beef?
He's like the Justin Bieber. He's like the Justin Bieber of the cruiserweight division.
Why? Just because he's a pretty boy?
Ladies love him.
That's what Hero called it. Underground.
What was the match after that? The hamburger match? What do you like to call it?
We got to talk about how they paid Kross and flew him in just to give a guy a T-shirt.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. So he converts. He brings in Aussie Suicide finally, Australian Suicide,
which is kind of bullshit because he didn't put the shirt on, but he came out with them later and he was cool and he was in mad. It's like put on the fucking shirt in front of everyone, Billy Joe Armstrong. Fuck.
Yeah, the way they played it at the end was weird. Like he should have high-fived Kross or seemed a little more welcomed into the family if they weren't going to swerve it. But maybe that's good. Maybe they're learning. Maybe Konnan even told him hey, play this like it's going to be a swerve, and then it's not going to be a swerve, so that when we do a real swerve later, people aren't looking for it.
And then Strickland said, "What? Is someone calling me?" And they're like, "No, not you, Swerve. We're talking about Swerve. We're
talking about real swerves." And I love, what was the whole, I wonder why they call him Swerve promo thing? That was...
I don't know what Swerve means, and it's no, I think you should know what Swerve means. It's probably how you drive, and yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Oh man, but yeah, that next match. Okay, when Nino Hamburguesa, I'm really bad at pronouncing his name, and
Hamburguesa.
When they fucking came out, I texted my friend Zach and I said, "Hey, dude, you guys remember Zach? He's on the show before.
Yeah.
Fucking, this is your new favorite tag team." And they did not disappoint.
What, Mommy and Big Mommy and Nino Hamburguesa?
They busted out the dives, man.
I know, it was something to see. It was perfectly timed. It's supposed to be a cooler match, but it was still hot.
Man, I am sad that Vikingo and La Hydra didn't win because that was the team I was pulling for. I think that's the team we were all pulling for.
Meef was pulling for that team a lot.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know you were such a fan of Vikingo's sword. Speaking of the sword, you should have used the sword and cut some bacon off of fucking Nino Hamburguesa's back, and then maybe we'd have some new mixed tag champions right now.
Did you see that splash? I thought he was going to die when he got splashed.
That looked bad.
I was like, oh my god.
I felt like my own ribs dislocated. And then Stryker made a joke about, the fucking the Mexican
earthquake.
And then he said not to make light of it. And then Vampiro's like, well, stop fucking talking about it. No one will give you shit. That was Vampiro's point. And I agree. I agree with what Vampiro was trying to say there.
Well, it's hilarious because it's the one time ever in history where Vampiro is trying to tell Stryker to be more politically correct. It's amazing.
Don't draw attention to it. No one will fucking notice. No, it's funny that, he had the perfect opportunity to say the same earthquake that created Mil Muertes, and he didn't. And I'm angry. But you know what?
Pascual Mendoza.
It's kind of cool because this match, it was, the thing that was missing on this card was the old AAA rules match where it's a man, a woman, an Exotico, and a mini fighting a team of a man, a woman, an Exotico, and a mini. Those were my favorite matches. Watch this shit. You will see a transsexual kick the shit out of a midget, and it'll be awesome. And I'm sorry, little person, but fucking amazing. And we got a little bit of that at WrestleMania 10 because Luna Vachon was laying those kicks in on Dink, and it was fucking hilarious. But this is a whole match structured around that kind of shit, and I love it. But we didn't really get that. We just got mixed tags. And Dinastia getting to be a normal-sized man in this match.
Yeah. I don't know. The whole thing was very interesting, super fun. It was a good match.
A lot of people looking like they're going to die. Vanilla, basically, I thought she broke her neck 2 seconds into the match.
Oh, yeah.
started screaming for the doctor to come out, and then she got in and kept working, and I'm like, ooh, because she took
not a good idea.
On the outside doing a dive. She needs to stop doing dives because this has happened before, and she's only had like 2 matches there.
All right, so Casey, you got to explain the rules of this next match to me. So this is a #1 contender ladder match contract, something or other, with Andrew Everett and DJZ versus Golden Magic and Laredo Kid, and Aerostar and Drago and Bandito and Nightclaw.
No, not Nightclaw.
Flamingo. I mean, Flamingo.
Oh, not Flamita, Octagon Jr. No,
Octagoncito.
Octagon Jr. Flamita. Oh, no. Okay. The only rules are grab the fucking briefcase. That's all you got to do. But the briefcase is up so high that you have to be fucking Murder Clown's height to get it off the goddamn ladder. And then we're just gonna give you like 10 tiny ass ladders and one big one. And then half the match was set up around the spot with like a ladder draped across the ropes that they kind of put in the wrong place. And
where do they find these ladders though? Because they were bending up like silly putty. They were amazingly gimmicked, and I don't even understand how.
Honestly, though, like it's just a shitty Mexican ladder. But
is that really what it is? Is like the water make a worse ladder? How does that? I don't get it. How are those ladders just going? Blah?
It sickens me that AAA even does ladder matches after Charlie Manson almost died in one, but they've done a million of them since then. And it was one of the most horrible things I've ever seen in my life in a wrestling match. But yeah, this was decent. I mean, they were trying to have the WWE style Money in the Bank match for real. Arrow started the running of the like 4 different ladders, and then the announcers totally no-sold it and kind of killed the spot.
The English announcers, but if you were listening to Stryker's microphone, you could hear Hugo Savinovich over there on the other side getting super hyped about it.
You got to remember, Hugo comes from the WWE Spanish announce team for like 50 fucking years. He knows how to hype some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I love that Stryker was sitting right next to him though, so I felt like I was getting both broadcasts because I couldn't, I have no idea what Hugo's saying anyway because I don't speak enough Spanish, but just hearing him coming through Stryker's mic was awesome because then you knew like exciting things were happening even when Stryker and Vamp were no-selling them.
Yeah, because they were watching different shit that was happening. But man, this was a fun match. I mean, the right team won. I think Drago
did they? Are they gonna let Bandito and Flamita do anything with it, or is their briefcase gonna be lost in the Bermuda Triangle of briefcases next to Kross's?
It's funny because Cubs fan says they're not fucking. Lucha Blog says that they're not fucking booked for the next like 3 TV tapings.
That's what I'm saying. So what was the point of that?
And also, Lucha Blog said the same thing that I kind of thought watching. It looks like Drago put himself first in this match.
I feel like this is a Konnan.
Mike.
This is Konnan put. You're there, but you're still a little quiet, Byron.
Very quiet.
Konnan put the belt on one of his boys again, or the title challenge on one of his boys, and he's going to force everyone's hand into giving them the match that he wants them to have. And I hope it actually goes off. Who knows?
I hope it does. These guys are like my favorite team out there as far as who they could get the shots to. Unless it was Jack and Teddy, because I'll
be seeing them in 2 weeks.
Are you going to see Jack and Teddy in a few weeks, or Bandito and Flamita?
Flamita.
Oh, nice.
They're in Manchester, and they're with Jushin Thunder Liger.
Tell him not to jump off The Office if he wants to get used again.
Oh,
that's not why.
Please tell him that I miss Nightclaw. Just please tell him that.
Mm-hmm.
I think jumping off The Office is just the curse for getting ousted from Lucha Underground. Not that that's why it happens, but everyone who does it just goes away.
That's true.
Okay.
I'm happy to see Flamita get a run in AAA, though.
So Nightclaw did it, went away. Io Shirai went away. Puma went away. You know what? Mundo did it.
Helico.
And Helico's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Mundo did it, and he just jumped from there into the ring like it was nothing, and he stayed.
True.
But no.
So he's breaking the mold. Okay, so it's not a complete curse.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the next match. So anyway, congratulations to Bandito and Flamita. Let's see what they do with them. I think it was good booking. I just don't, I don't know what the backstage structure of AAA is right now. Are they really doing this thing, like they said on the broadcast, of being a company that's open to different people coming in and out? If they're smart, they are, because it means they don't have the same kind of overhead.
And I got to say, Laredo Kid's looking beefy as fuck. What the fuck happened? Well, I think I know what happened. But
yeah, I think you know exactly what the fuck happened. So what was the match after this? Was it the Pimpy match?
I think so, yeah.
Pimpinella Escalada,
the
son of LA Park, right?
Yeah. We had
Puma King, Taurus.
Yeah, which was funny because before the match they said that it was Taurus and was it Son of Parco with Taurus?
Yeah.
Okay, and fucking a surprise luchador who they had already announced was Puma King. And I'm like, wait, is Puma King not there? And then it was still Puma King.
It was still Puma King. What a surprise. The guy who you said was going to be there, surprisingly, was there. Maybe that is a surprise in AAA.
It is, yeah.
It kind of is. Like, surprise! We actually gave you the card that we said we were going to give you.
Remember,
guys, I have a dumb question.
Rio was in this before. Oh, we hear you, Byron.
Isn't Puma King a CMML guy? CMLO?
Not anymore. Yeah, he left.
He left. Everyone's like leaving and coming back, or leaving and going somewhere else.
Well, it's the Wild Wild West.
It's hard to keep track.
Phoenix is in CMLL too, and now he's the Mega Campeon.
No, isn't it like King Felix? He has to change it up a little bit.
Oh man, it's pretty funny because Puma King, despite looking like fucking Rum Tum Tugger, he's a great. I hate his look, but I love fucking ring work. So
well, I feel that way about Andrew Everett, who you don't like, who we'll talk about soon.
No, I didn't say
he's awesome, but he looks like he doesn't look
as shitty as Zack Sabre Jr.
No. Sabre Jr. looks better. He looks like David Finlay.
I think he does look like David Finlay, and both of them look like if Chris Hero let himself go a little less.
But how about his Rana onto a guy standing on top of a ladder outside the ring?
That was fucking dope. That was great. That was 5 matches ago from the match we were talking about right now.
So what are we talking about now? Oh, the Pimpy match.
Yeah,
that was a good match.
Poder del Norte keeping their winning streak alive. And eventually we'll see them interfere in a match for no reason, and it makes no sense.
How about, that was dumb.
So wait, was this the worst match on the card, though, with all these weird tricks?
It might have been, but I would also maybe vote for the OGT versus Elite match because that sucked.
Interesting.
What was interesting about this match was that there were a lot of guys in thong type outfits, and Vampiro was visibly or audibly distracted by that.
Yeah, and what's great is I gotta say, man, Mamba's tuck game is on point. Mamba was wearing a thong, right? So either Mamba either has a very narrow penis, or
you guys notice more things about penis than I notice about breasts in any day of the week.
Sorry that we're wrestling fans, Justin. Sorry.
Yeah, 80% of being a wrestling fan is looking at the space between the butthole and the dick.
100%. And if it's DDT that you're watching, maybe 90%.
90%.
Wait till we get to Fabio Apache.
How did I get myself into this?
I don't know, dude. This podcast was your idea.
How did somebody please
play Lou says we didn't invent wrestling?
This was at the time in the show last night, by the way, where I was taking orders for these shirts. Thanks to fucking Lucha Blog. Son of a bitch. If you don't know the story yet, there was talk a long time ago. I've been a fan of Mad since they debuted, and I was just like, oh, well, how can I get a shirt? And Kross told me like, oh yeah, Hoovy has the shirts. You can get a shirt through Hoovy. And then they even said it on Konnan's show or whatnot, and like, yeah, if you want a shirt, hook up with Hoovy, and Hoovy's got a website and everything. And after I figured out how to actually spell the name of his website, I go to his website. I contact Hoovy. I'm trying to figure out the shirts. I think I ordered the first one through the website, but it was wrong because it didn't do the conversion or the US shipping. So it was like,
shirt size, did it?
It did. So it did. That was like, what the fuck? But I paid $25 through PayPal for that first shirt. I didn't care. I was like, oh, whatever. So Hoovy sends me an email. Hoovy sends me an email. Not somebody that works for Hoovy, not somebody who works at some website. Hoovy sends me an email. Mm-hmm. I go back and forth with Hoovy, and Hoovy's like, no, brother. No, look. You send me $37. That'll cover your shipping to the States and everything. I'll send you a shirt. Send me the address, blah, blah, blah. PayPal me the money, get you a shirt. I'm like, okay. We know Kev and we know whatever. So I'm like, I can trust Hoovy, right? I can trust Hoovy. It's Hoovy. He's got the juice. I'll get a shirt. And then I send Hoovy the email. He clarifies it 2 or 3 times. And then I didn't get to my messages one day because we were doing the podcast on a Saturday morning. And I knew Hoovy was going to ship the shirt this day because he wasn't wrestling and blah, blah, blah. He was back at his house. He had all the shirts. Hoovy's going to ship me the shirt. And then Hoovy emails me. He's like, okay, brother. Okay. I shipped you the shirt to this address, right?
Racist.
And it's some guy in Connecticut to this address. And it's some guy in Connecticut. I respond to him. I respond to Hoovy. No, that is not my address. My address is this. If you sent a shirt there, I will not get it.
Hey, pal, thanks for the shirt.
So there, and also it was to a different name.
Different name.
Yeah. First of all, okay. You emailed Hoovy. Dumb move. You should have emailed Gooby, and you would have got your shit. That's all I'm saying. Goobentude would have got you that shit. And it's all to say, you have the shirt. How'd you get it?
Needless to say, Jeff Jarrett heard this story.
Basura!
Jeff Jarrett heard this story from me and about 600 other people. And Jeff was like, Hoovy, bro, can I just do a pro wrestling tees store for this shirt? Because I'll give you some of the money, whatever. But
that is the best Jeff Jarrett impression I've ever heard in my life.
It more went, all right, Slappy.
No, he's
selling the shirts now.
He's like, hey, Juvie, can I sell the T-shirts? I'll give you a cut, but it's the same cut my daddy used to give people back in Memphis, so it's $1. You know, you can stare at that check all you want. It ain't going to get bigger, Justin.
And then he smashed a guitar on Hoovy for me and started selling them on Pro Wrestling Tees. So I have now spent, I don't know, like $75 for this one shirt.
Well, it's a pretty nice shirt, Justin. It's almost as nice as this one here. Oh, I don't have a mad shirt. I'm just jealous. Oh, Meef's showing us some pink. What do you got there? Chavo Guerrero shirt. It says Chavo Guerrero, and it says blocked Byron. Meef's like, fuck you. It's not Chavo.
Byron, is there anyone left connected with Lucha Underground that has not blocked you?
I think Stolman hasn't blocked me.
Cortez Castro. Woo! Everyone's favorite wrestler, Cortez Castro, has not blocked Byron. Has not stopped oiling himself since season 3. And
is it wrong to think that everyone who's been killed on Lucha Underground might come back except Cortez Castro?
I don't know. He seems pretty all about the show.
I don't know.
They should bring him back, and I think that they should.
If he comes back before Vinny Massaro, I'm going to be salty.
Yeah,
because you know what, Vinny will do our show whenever he feels like it. He's got.
You know what? No. Cortez. He said he would do the show.
And then he didn't do the show.
Oh, that's right.
But then he didn't. Something came up.
By Vinny.
Which is fine.
That someone's used a Vinny Massaro.
Oh,
I want to see.
That someone's used what? You glitched.
Alicia Atu, whatever her name is, who works at Impact, the interview lady. She, some wrestling company interviewed a guy who was telling them how big Impact is in Italy, and he came out dressed like Vinny Massaro.
That's messed up.
You know. First, there's all these fake fucking pandas everywhere, like the fucking Real podcast. I see you, Mil Machetes, you fake ass panda. Not the pandas have anything to do with Vinny Massaro at all.
Yeah, no, but he books for a panda.
He does.
And so when you take away the panda's bookings, you take away the cut that Vinny gets.
So Byron, you're missing the point of the Hoovy shirt story.
I have a shirt.
So what I'm trying to say is that I hope.
Should we take off the shirts?
I hope that there's a Mad Wolf pack at some point in time, and Kross goes to the new side and beats the holy hell out of Hoovy for me when Mad disintegrates into two warring factions.
Dude, they got to be called pissed. Even though it means drunk to Meef, they got to be called pissed, because you know how like Jeff Jarrett, his thing used to be "Don't piss me off," and then the action figure said "Don't piss star me off."
Oh, so yeah,
so mad.
That'd be fun.
Oh, and there was an action figure that his guitar said "Don't make me mad" on it. What the fuck?
But they already sell multiple colored Mad shirts.
Okay,
Some of them
do you
don't
think
even have sleeves?
Yeah, the new Mad shirt is dope, and I'm not even going to try to get one because it's not on Jeff Jarrett's fucking store yet on Pro Wrestling Tees. So I'm just going to wait.
I'm gonna have to charge you extra to cut the sleeves off, Justin, because Juvie doesn't know how to use the scissors. I had to employ my friend Sid, who won't do your fucking podcast.
We'll call Sid Udy. We'll see what's up. Look, so the moral of the story, though, is I'm not going to challenge Hoovy to any type of fight or try to prove my manhood by beating him up. I believe that Juventud is a slightly tougher individual than me, though I still issue an open challenge to Zack Sabre Jr. for a street fight at any point in time he would like one, because I'm pretty sure my grandmother could beat his ass. But Hoovy, I'm not going to do that with. I'm just going to sincerely say that Hoovy, if and when I see you next, could you pretty please give me the shirt off of your back?
He said, hey, brother, I sent you a shirt to Connecticut, to Vince McMahon. That is spelled B-I-N-C.
Fucking amazing. All right,
I thought it was interesting in the match that Juventud just threw a Hoovy driver on someone and Vampiro called the Hoovy driver because back when Vampiro was signed by
WCW.
Did Byron stop talking?
Byron got muted somehow.
Yeah, someone muted me. So when Vampiro was signed by WCW, he was one of those guys that get signed and then they don't do anything with them. Like they'll sign the Hulk Hogan of Mexico and then not use them for like 6 months. And then he finally got to he was doing a roll up as his finish because he couldn't do the nail in the coffin, the Vampiro spike, because Hoovy was doing the Hoovy driver. And then Vampiro started doing the Vampiro spike, and Hoovy do like a little fit, apparently. The dirt sheets.
Have you ever seen Charlie Brown? Like when the adults are talking and it just that thing? That just happened to me. I just thought you guys might find it interesting that that's totally just happened to me.
Hey Justin, do that again. Do that again. No, that's horrible. Talk about AAA. What's wrong with you?
I don't even know what he just said. Was it somebody in the chat room? Tell me what Byron just said.
Heroes here was the nail in the coffin, and it was also a Michinoku driver number.
Wait, did we talk about the Averno Chessman Superfly versus Mad match yet?
No, god damn it.
The match that Kross wasn't even in, and somehow Jack and Teddy and Hoovy lose this match.
Oh, okay. Best part, two. Well, there's two best parts. Three. Okay. Highlights of this match for me. And you gentlemen, feel free to share yours. One is Teddy Hart getting whipped and then rolling back in the ring and looking legit pissed off that he got whipped and that it really fucking hurt. And like, he was pissed. So, it's the whole point of the fucking match. Second highlight is Poder del Norte running in and then like nothing happening and then the match ending. And I think the timing was off there because of the true highlight.
No, they ran in and then the team they jumped. After they got jumped, the team won.
Yeah. OGT won. And it wasn't even like, oh, we fucked up and accidentally hit the guys we were trying to hurt. No, it just happened. And then what also happened, the true highlight, is Jack Evans beat the fucking shit out of Chessman for real.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, no,
maybe
body
this
slam.
was the thing that Vampiro had told Krista Joseph to run in the back and write again. Maybe DJ wrote Jack losing just because.
Oh.
No, Chessman threw him down with a hard body slam. Like Jack bounced and then grabbed his ankle, took him down, and then front face locked him and kneed him in the face until someone jumped in.
Yeah, and they put it on the replay, which is even more amazing.
It was great.
If you watch the match, I noticed early on, I was thinking, man, Chessman's not selling any of Jack's shit, and he's being a fucking asshole. And for you to notice someone no selling in fucking lucha, they got to be no selling a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? Sell Jack's shit. Jack is
Cycloclone.
Because, Jack is one of my favorite wrestlers. It's no mystery to anyone. Jack Evans is great. He's the inventor of modern lucha libre. He is the Star Destroyer, the Dragon Slayer, the great Jack Evans.
From the heavens.
King of the whiteboard.
King of the whiteboard. King, creator of the fucking 640. Eat shit, Ricochet. That's for you, Ricochet.
Well, look.
Interesting thing that happened was they were the lumberjacks. The lumberjacks. So you had La Hydra and Villano on one side, and when someone would come out, they'd start whipping Vanilla and La Hydra and Villano were all attacking. Like Villano and La Hydra were getting into a fight with Vanilla. And it's quite obvious, and there was like legit throwing shit and having to be dragged apart, and it's quite like, oh,
Hydra
that was interesting.
Hydra would fuck her up, dude. You are the daughter of NJPW if you can't fucking kill somebody with your bare hands. So there we go.
Well, look, there was a little bit less real heat this year than last year, but there was still plenty there.
Oh God, it was great. It was great because you know what, everyone. Like, I used to be a huge Chessman fan, and then I heard he's a complete asshole and he smells bad. And there's something that I hate in wrestling. It's people that fucking smell bad. And that's fans, that's wrestlers. Fuck. Smelly fan. It's just good etiquette to use fucking deodorant. You know what I'm saying?
Casey, I agree with you, but you and I both know that there's going to be a certain few individuals, especially here in Southern California, where it's hot, that go to every show, and some of them are larger, that are going to sweat through their clothes at the wrestling show that they go to on Wednesday night. And by the time you're at a wrestling show with them on Sunday night, are still going to smell like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night all combined.
I'm aware. Look, man, I'm a comic book fan too. I've been to Comic Cons. Those smell pretty bad. You know who doesn't smell bad? Horror fans. Look at the shit behind me. I smell delicious, son. I got my fucking vampire blood candle going. It smells so good. It smells like plums. Oh, it's so delicious. Look at that. Look at that handsome vampire right there. That's my spirit animal, son. Look, he needs a little more here, but you know what I mean.
So what was the Kross tweet? I read the tweet. This is the one where he was talking about how he didn't get used, but he's still undefeated and whatnot.
Yeah, you know, and I understand, but if someone's going to pay me just to hand someone a shirt, hey, it's cool. I didn't have to take any bumps. You know what I'm saying? He's more into the art. He's more into the exposure. He's more into getting his name out there. I understand that. And maybe I'm just a filthy whore, but
yeah,
it's payday. I don't know, man. At least you don't lose. Like, that's good, right? Like, they didn't job him to somebody.
I would say this, Big Kev, if you're listening, Mr. Killer Kross.
Oh, open invitation to come on here and talk about it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if you want to come on and talk about it, I honestly think, though, that used or not used, like if you think about WrestleMania, how many people just get squashed into, I shouldn't use the word squash, but just like, sandwiched into something just so that they're on the card. Yeah, they still made sure to bring you down. They still gave you some camera time. They gave you some moments, and those moments were great. Given, look, it was mostly more about facials than actual ring time and whatever. But I would use that as a catalyst to try to start a bigger conversation about how you should get used moving forward.
WrestleMania, you're gonna have to get some facials.
Yeah.
But dude, see, the thing with WrestleMania is then you get sweet if they don't cut your match off the fucking DVD and Blu-ray release, which they do to people now, and it's
all the time. Yeah, well, because it's a 17-hour show, just like last night was.
You get fucking residuals from it. There's nothing like that here, And in fact, shit, I don't even know what people get paid in AAA. It's none of my business. But I wish Kross did more. Yeah. I wish that he pulled.
I'm sorry. I have to stop you because Zeus just said the best thing ever, which is Magic the Gathering players all smell like hot garbage and Cheetos. And I'm fucking dying because it's true.
Some of the fighting game community smells like balls and corn nuts. So yeah.
Every LARPer that I know loves Magic the Gathering, and that should tell you something right there. Okay, please finish your thought now. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt.
No, Justin, I'm just curious. Is this like a group you get together with, or what's going on?
I thought that maybe there'd be something to the whole LARPing experience.
Are you a elf, Justin?
No, not anymore.
He's a lusty mate.
Man,
there may have been a time over at the park here in Reseda where I did some live action role playing in a Babylon 5 scenario.
Oh my fucking god!
It could have happened. I'm just saying, it'll never happen again.
Wow, I had him pegged for a Vampire the Masquerade, but yeah. Okay, we're fucking nerds. God damn, that we even knew what Babylon 5 was. Fuck.
But come on, J. Michael Straczynski. He's a fabulous writer. I mean, he only stole 90% of that from Lord of the Rings.
You know what, Justin? I got some Spider-Man books if you want to talk about how great a fucking writer that guy is. But no, he usually is, just not Spider-Man. Never write Spider-Man again, please. Yeah, I would have liked to see Kross maybe, win Fantasma's mask himself because it would make for a great podcast. But
well, yes, I don't disagree. Look, I just
said that because Meath's face was full screen on my computer, and I thought it was awesome, the reaction that I got. But then you wouldn't want to bring him into the UK, Meath. Fuck.
Let's just say it wasn't the best use of Kross, but he was at least used, and hopefully they keep using him and they keep bringing him down and giving. Dude,
imagine how dope he would have been in that Lucha Extrema match. Fuck.
Awesome. I have high hopes for next year.
In their eyes, like shit.
There wasn't enough popcorn in the building last night. Let's just put it that way. So what's the next match? That is the match, right? The street fight.
Wait, did we skip over the big fucking promo, or did that not happen yet?
When's the promo? The promo is
was that Fenix won?
What? Yeah, after the Mega Campeon.
Really? Shit. Okay.
Yeah. So the street fight was next.
I thought Konnan came out after the briefcase, and that's when.
Yeah, he came out maybe then with the Mad People, and then he
and then
a bunch of shit to Vampiro. And Vampiro wouldn't walk in the ring until his music played, so it lasted for a really long time. Then his music played, and then he walked to the ring.
I prepared a reenactment. Of
okay, I would like to participate in hearing this reenactment.
Okay. I hope the chat's ready because this is going to be. There's going to be visual.
Hold on. Sorry, I just figured that's what you would do, Casey.
Oh, I would, but I don't do that anymore. Just because I haven't been watching the show, I don't know what he said. Okay, so we got Konnan here. What's up? He's like, "Odale, arriba la raza." peel my potatoes and toss my salad. And then he looks at fucking Vampiro and he's like, Oye, Mariconcito, which is a very bad name to call someone, and they would bleep that shit out if it was on TV. And he's like, Oye, Mariconcito, blah, 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 blah. De Canada. So he also shit on him being Canadian, which I approve. And
hey, he called him a rainbow hugger from the 51st state? That's messed up.
Puerto Rico is the 51st state. What the fuck? No. He's like, and then he's like, the filthy animals are Bowdy and Rowdy. Okay, so anyway, and then Vampiro's at the fucking announce desk, and he's like, play my fucking music. I've had enough. I'm gonna get in there. For the love of God, play my fucking music, brother. And then he gets up. And he says, blah, your puta madre, brother. Blah. And so basically what happened is Konnan called him gay a lot. And then like Vampiro said, he's like, oh, puta madre, blah, blah. So he basically said that his mom's a bitch. And then they set up a match that the loser has to leave AAA and leave Mexico forever.
Okay. So, I believe that person will be Konnan.
I believe that it will be Vampiro because he has repeatedly said that he would be retiring this year.
And so is Konnan, though. And Konnan is only doing this limited run thing, and Konnan has other places to be. That's the thing about Vampiro. Vampiro doesn't have any place else to be. He's trying to open businesses in Mexico. I think he likes working down there.
I don't have any place to be but the Krav Maga studio, brother, and the vegan restaurant, brother.
But those are going to be in Mexico.
Brother.
The almond milking farm.
Yeah, he likes to milk his almonds. We know that.
How are they going to wrestle a match?
Whoa. Who said anything about wrestling? It's a loser leaves AAA match, but that doesn't mean it has to involve any actual wrestling. I mean, Rolling Thunder, Nail in the Coffin, maybe the two wrestling moves you might see. Other than that, it is going to be a fucking brawl. And not the kind of brawl where Disco Inferno has taught them how to punch. It's not even going to be stiff, I don't think. I think those two old men are going to go out there, hope their knees hold up, maybe smash a couple things on each other, maybe attempt a finishing move or two that they miss, and then the rest is going to be all about what they shout at each other. Don't get me wrong. I'm completely looking forward to it. I will pay money for this match. I would pay $69.95 on pay-per-view for this match. For it to not, but I'm not expecting any form of wrestling whatsoever.
Doesn't Konnan have like 3 new hips?
He does, yeah. One's in the front. I don't even know how that works.
But I saw this one match that they had. That was a really big match, and the whole match was like Konnan talking to the crowd while was it Teddy Hart and so I think it might be Jack Evans or it might be someone else, but basically two guys.
The thing is happening again. The thing. I'm just. Where are you going with this, Byron? Where are you going?
They were supposed to have a match, but the whole thing was basically Teddy Hart and someone else. I think Davey Boy Smith Jr. just beating up Vampiro instead.
I agreed to call him Harry Boy Smith.
Harry Boy Smith.
Yeah.
Casey, is this heat real? That's my question. Like, is this real heat at this point, or are these guys actually working together backstage now? Is this a rib?
I don't care. Justin. Just make it stop.
You want it to stop? I like it. I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, because you haven't had to sit through many of their comebacks. I have.
Well, I don't care about the comeback or leaving.
Konnan used to throw shoes at people. Because I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Get my shoe.
Who throws a shoe? Seriously.
Who throws a shoe? Perry Farrell said that once. He doesn't even understand fashion. He threw a Birkenstock. It's It's my favorite Perry Farrell quote.
I love that, man. Okay.
Anyway, so they both the guys call each other mother loving rainbow humpers or something, and loser leaves town. I don't know. I think Vamp wins it.
This promo would be bleeped from Mexican television, by the way. It's going to be interesting to see how much of it they even fucking show.
Yeah, that's true. They're just going to just show video and have Hugo talk over it.
Well, see, they do that because they have the Noticias AAA that they can just kind of clip it and talk over it, which, yeah, that's probably what they'll do because holy shit. If you thought Vampiro was saying some shit on commentary, this fucking promo, my Spanish sucks, but I understood all those words because they're the important ones.
Those are the ones that you learn in the street first. I knew all of those words. And I was like, oh, you can't even say like Mexican gangsters don't even say some of these words anymore. These are like shit. Not you say.
You said this in the temple, they would dub Johnny Zero over your fucking chant. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Phoenix and Pentagon don't even say these things to each other. These are really bad things. Tejano doesn't say these things.
I do got to kick forward to the next match then because it was my favorite match on the whole show.
What? Whoa. That can't be possible for one reason. First of all, Murder Clown, Pagano are in this match. La Mascara's in this match. The Scorpion King, as Stryker kept calling him, is in this match. Rey Scorpion. Teddy Hart's in this match, and those are all fine.
Teddy Hart's not in this match. No, Teddy.
Oh, you're right. No Teddy. But Joe Leader's in this match.
Yeah, dude. It was Tejano is the person that you confused with Teddy Hart because they're so similar to one another.
Okay. But Joe Leader's in this match, Casey, and you hate Joe Leader.
But all he did was die.
You hate Joe Leader.
Dude, and all he's good for is dying.
All right, so I know the answer to this, but you have to explain to these people how a match with Joe Leader can somehow be awesome for Casey.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, you know how I love Wing? You know, this was a fucking Wing style fucking bunkhouse death match is what they would call it there. And you know what you got? You got one side has fucking Tejano, the hoss that we, as Lucha Underground fans, I feel like we've never seen him used to his full potential. But here, he was used to his full potential. And fucking Rey Scorpion, who I fucking love this guy. Like, this is the perfect match for him, right? And then we have La Mascara. This isn't his style of match. He's like a straight-up fucking luchador from CMLL. This is very unlike him to be in the match. And he took all the fucked up garbage spots. Like, with a smile. He was getting like light tubes busted over his head.
That was the best part. It was like some kind of ritual initiation going on that none of us knew about. And all of a sudden he's getting beat with everything. Amazing.
It's like Joe Leader, don't like the guy, I think he sucks. And Murder Clown looking fucking awesome with his new look.
Oh, I loved Murder Clown's mask. Yeah. And also he was awesome in general.
And he just got all the Power Man spots. And then we had Pagano, who my heart longs for. I love Pagano. He's great. Oh.
I love the setup where Vampiro hugged him and said something to him, and Strikers asked him what you said, and he goes, "I love you, don't get hurt." Like, he's going to get hurt.
Yeah, especially when they do a fire spot and the fire's all fucking blue. That's not good. That is not good. Fire should be orange. That is
it was very reddish on the last couple spots, but that one was super blue.
Oh, and man, we got to see some light tubes getting busted open on a motherfucker.
Oh, some.
All of the light tubes.
Tejano spot. They put it in his shirt.
Yeah, they put it in his shirt and broke him, which you think he would have got fucked up more, but Rey Scorpion got fucked up the most. He had the piece out of his arm. It shifted out of his arm. Yeah, it wasn't like Sexy Eddie status, but it was pretty bad.
I love the flaming bull rope, by the way. I don't think I've ever seen that before, and that was great.
That was
awesome.
Flaming bull rope, Justin. God damn it. Because that was the finish. Joe Leader lying on the mat like the little bitch that he is, and then fucking Pagano died with Rey Scorpion on the outside somewhere, right? And I forget how Murder Clown got taken out, but I think he put La Mascara through a table that had already been broken and looked even more fucked up. And
wasn't there? He did a splash, but the table didn't break all the way. Was this the one? And he was trying to make the ref count?
Yeah. He tried to do a pin on the table when the table wasn't broken all the way, so the guy wasn't even on the mat that he was pinning. And I think that was La Mascara that happened to. But anyway, Joe Leader's crawling around crying, trying to find his lost dignity. And then fucking gets his bull rope and he lights that shit on fire. And he says, Castlevania, motherfucker. And then he looks at Joe Leader and he says, what is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. And he whacks him with the fucking bull rope like Castlevania. And Joe Leader dies. And fucking, it was amazing. And I loved it. And it's something, it warmed my heart because Tejano, Maniac Killer, they showed him the way that someone who is the son of someone who is a former Wing tag team champion should be portrayed. And, I hold Wing.
He's always been a tough son of a bitch. I just think that in the past, he hasn't really wanted to put out for them like that. And he did tonight. And all these guys did. It was amazing.
No, because you know what? He crossed the line. He's no longer a guy that wants to beat his opponent. He wanted to fucking kill his opponent with a flaming whip. A flaming whip, Justin.
So if there was ever any question as to what type of match Casey really likes, I think it's been answered now.
Because let me tell you something. There was a motherfucker in the opening match, Drastic Boy, who came out with the whip, and he never even cracked the whip, which is a good sign that he doesn't know how to crack a whip. And it's not hard. I know how to do that shit. I learned that shit when I was 5 years old watching Indiana Jones movies. But you know what? Maybe Drastic Boy never saw an Indiana Jones movie. It's okay.
Do we know if everybody lived in that match? Was everyone okay? I mean, if Pagano got dropped on pretty hard there, and a couple of guys.
The losing team was getting carted off.
Well, yeah, Pagano got stretchered out, and he gets stretchered out in like every match. But it was kind of Pagano got hit with the skewers in the head, and they stayed in there for a really.
Oh, I love the skewer spots. A lot of people were complaining about that on the Twitch feed last night, but man, I love the skewer spots.
He did a dive with the skewer still in him.
So amazing.
You know what? If you complain about skewer spots, don't listen to the show anymore. Complaining about it now, I'm gonna fucking ban you.
All right, let's get to the Mega Championship match because this was another moment that was pretty incredible. Wait, did we already talk about Fabi? Oh, which one was first?
Oh, that was a great match.
Fabi was first. Okay. I don't have a lot to say about the actual match. I'm just going to say this. I'm not a huge fan of Fabi, but I appreciate what she did last night.
You know what? Too little, too late. And I'm going to talk about a little bit of history here. And Meef knows where I'm going with this. All right. So Fabi had a fucking apuestas match with her own sister, right, Meef? That this happened?
Yeah, I think wasn't it? With the bandana, legendary.
Yeah, okay. So she lost to her sister, and they cut some of her hair in the ring, kind of like they did here, but like trim. And then they're like, she'll cut off the rest in the back. Don't worry, right? And so next week on the TV taping, she comes out and she's wearing a bandana. So they're like, oh shit, she's bald under that. Well, 3 weeks later, she's wrestling a match. The bandana comes off during the match like it was Marisela Pena's wig. And fucking, she has a full head of hair under the bandana. Fraude! Fucking bullshit. You do not do that in a Apuestas match. Fucking bullshit. The worst thing ever. So this match, me and Meef went in here pretty sure Lady Shawnee was going to lose her mask because Fabi already completely devalued her hair. But you know what? I think this is kind of a tribute to her dead father.
It was, for sure.
A lot of Apuestas matches.
And did you see the final shots after they shaved the rest of it?
Yeah.
Because they're out there, and she has the worst egg dome ever.
If you've seen Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, she looks like Mola Ram, and that's not a good head shape. Not a good head shape. Maybe
the thing is, though,
out hearts, man. She should start ripping out hearts. If it was
the thing was as well.
Man.
Once it was all said and done, she was actually like celebrating with Shani, which was like a big shock. Because let's be honest, Fabi Apache has been a bitch to people over the years.
Yeah, and this was like her finally getting her comeuppance, and then she's like, "Oh, we're cool. Let's be friends. You won my hair." But you know what? It was whatever. The thing I didn't like about this match is they completely took the focus off of the girls and just made it all about 10 different dudes brawling, and that was kind of bullshit. It was more egregious than fucking Ellsworth helping Carmelo win the Money in the Bank ladder match, I think, because this
the brawling was so bad. Taurus like did a spot, beat up Shawnee, and then one of the La Parkas comes to the ring right before another La Parka match, which is, I don't know why you're doing this, but then he just watches Taurus beat up the person he's on the side with, and then Taurus walks out of the ring. The Parka walks around confused, and then Taurus walks back into the ring so he can get clotheslined out.
And you know what? I don't like AAA Parka, but the guy came back from
that was great.
A car accident injury way too early, and this is like 15 years ago.
I thought, Alberto,
his shoulder is so immobile now that he wrestles like this, and it disturbs me, and he shouldn't have come back from that.
I was just telling Alberto, I think that she ended up looking like Tunneler from Puppet Master, like Drill Sergeant.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay. I get that reference because I'm fucking dope, and I know Alberto gets it. You know what, dude? Yeah. I liked it. Fucking Zeus King says Conehead because he's old as shit. But you know what? I'm old as shit too. It's okay. I got it. And
even I get that.
So this match, not much of a match. I thought it would be a little bit more. You know, they both got juice. They both fucking destroyed each other as much as they could. But then it ended up being a bunch of other guys fighting while they laid on the mat. There were some pins. They even had to do crooked referee shit to set up the later crooked referee shit. Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. But you know, good result.
Convoluted, messy, but whatever. Still entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I was into it. I didn't know who was going over until the second it happened. You know, so that was good.
I felt that way about a lot of this, except for the certain most important match on the card.
Oh, you mean the fucking
the Fenix winning when Fenix won? Yeah.
Oh, he won because that wasn't a real referee that counted that fall. I'm sorry.
We got a stickler for the rules.
They don't.
But I mean, look, if you look at who was in the match, didn't you feel like Fenix was the only choice left to win? It's either going to stay on Jarrett or Fenix is going to win it.
Nah, dude.
Rich Swann won it. Amazing.
I thought they were going to have Rich Swann go over.
Imagine if Rich Swann had hit.
What was he doing there?
Wasn't he? He had to have.
Has AAA ever had a black champion?
Yeah, Dr. Wagner.
Dr.
Fantasma, right?
Yeah, how did you not know Fantasma was black?
How did you not know Dr. Wagner was? You see how fucking swag he came out in that fur coat, like fucking Dolomite.
Right. now you're kind of being a little.
What? What have you seen? You've never even seen a Dolomite movie.
I just want to say that speaking of being Dolomite and super fresh and awesome, that was the best wrestling Jeff Jarrett has done in ages.
Basura.
I mean, when he threatened to do, he threatened to tope. That was, I was literally in tears, loving that whole spot. Like,
it was almost as good as the time Terry Funk says, "I'm going to do a double flip off the top rope," and he climbs the top rope and flips everyone off. That was the best. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.
I just love old school heel heat, but how would Terry have really done that?
I'm going to do a double flip off the top rope, Justin, but I might do it a little different because I'm an old man and you almost saw my balls and be on the mat.
Yeah, he almost Harvey Keitel'd his balls. That would have been terrifying.
Man, I've seen Harvey Keitel's dick so many times.
I know, and it's a frightening thing. Now, this is the one time I will agree with you in the penis department.
And then Bacon, too, man. Like, why is he showing his dick and everything now?
Because he's a hollow man.
I guess.
Yeah.
You even got to see like heat vision that time. That was terrible.
Okay, here's the deal. I got to step away for 5 minutes, and during that time, I would really love to come back and see Meatloaf crying about how the Poker Aces match went down.
Okay,
have fun, guys. I shall be back momentarily.
So this match started off really great. Everyone came to the ring. A guy in a wheelchair showed up. Casey could probably go more into that, but the most important thing out of it that happened was Vampiro cried.
A fucking guy in a wheelchair.
Okay, first fuck. We had another match to talk about, which is the world mega champion Fenix.
No, I skipped this match.
Okay, so it was we had 4 corners of equally important men facing off for the title. We had Brian Cage. We had wearing tights that kind of looked like they had a Canadian leaf on them for some reason. Yeah, and they were white. And he wasn't doing anything pro-Trump whatsoever during this match. We had Rich Swann wearing Hart Foundation gear in tribute to Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And we had Double J, Jeff Jarrett, the mega champion. And we had our boy Fenix. And
Fenix.
Some shit happened, dude. Like, you should probably watch this because some stuff happened that wasn't supposed to. Like Jeff
I want to
Jarrett
watch it.
was supposed to catch live, and instead Fenix kicked Marisela Pena in the face and knocked her wig off. And I think that the reaction on Twitter was pretty much poor pendeja, poor pendeja.
Yeah.
But
what does that mean?
Dude, ask the guys in the chat. I don't speak Spanish. Fuck.
Hey guys, people in the chat room, what does that mean?
The other bit was when Jeff Jarrett swung the guitar and he hit him with the edging.
Ooh, in the hand.
The actual, yeah.
Oh, and the other thing was the cameraman focusing on Fenix, holding a blade in his hand and starting his forehead and then dropping it and picking it back up and using it. God damn. Close up. Switch it in the truck. Clue in your... Oh, man, that was bad. That was pretty bad. That was the worst zooming in on a blade job since Vinny Massaro versus Brian Cage on Lucha Underground, actually. And that shit wasn't live, so there was no excuse for that, but it still happened. But yeah, good match. Fenix won, and the way that he won is okay. So the way Jeff Jarrett became champion is La Parka came down in a referee shirt, and suddenly that makes you a referee, and was going to count the pin when Wagner was pinning Jeff Jarrett, but then he screwed him, and it was really Konnan dressed as La Parka. So then this time you had La Parka run in, and you're like, oh shit, it's going to be Konnan again. No. Oh shit, it's going to be really La Parka again. No. It was Dr. Wagner dressed as La Parka, and he helped Fenix win the title. And so Fenix wins. Fenix gets his moment. Fenix is probably going to be stripped of the title because that wasn't a real referee, and he kicked Marisela Pena in the face. And sorry, Justin, Meep's not crying yet. I was finishing the title match so that you could hear for the Apuestas match.
I tried to make him cry.
But that's it. That's it. So
I'm really excited to talk about all of the exciting Pentagon spots that he didn't do.
Hey,
he did a spot. He did the package pile driver onto the chairs, and
I don't even remember Pentagon being in the match. He was
over that so fast. The cameraman missed the package pile driver on the fucking.
They had action going on multiple parts of the ring, so they even set up a split screen, but both shots were of not Pentagon. It was like Psycho Clown and whoever Pentagon was at pile driving. And it was just basically, you saw that he was setting up, and then you heard it happen.
Well, I mean, and after the Phoenix win, it was pretty obvious that Pentagon needed to be the first one out of that match anyway. I mean, I've never seen him move that fast in my life, as fast as he climbed out of that cage. He was just like, okay, I'm good. Do I get paid?
After cake.
Oh, well, you know what's cool about it, though?
He did bleed.
Him and Psycho Clown are going out of the cage at the same time, right? And then, like, the first two people to touch the floor don't have to wrestle for their mask. So he could have just let
Fantasma was on the cage.
Yeah, and he could have let Psycho Clown climb out of the cage with him, but instead he threw a fireball at his face, and then Psycho Clown just climbed out right after that anyway. And it's like, great psychology there. Whoever agented that, God damn it. They did have the most compelling two, in my opinion, as the finals because
for sure. I mean, if it hadn't come down to those two, it would have been even more obvious.
Right. And there was still part of me that thought Parka was going to lose it because of the way CMLL was doing it. Possibly. I mean, my money would have been on Fantasma, but I thought it was a good way to kind of put some doubt into people's minds and to have two prestigious masks on the line because those were the two most prestigious masks on the line.
Okay. Yes, I agree. And before we get too far into that, now with Penta and Fenix and seeing how Triplemania panned out, do we think that the WWE offer talk was a ruse, or is this just a sign that it has gone away, regardless of whether or not it was a ruse?
It was,
or might it still be something that's happening?
I don't think it was a ruse because we heard way too much panic from way too many different people.
Agreed.
Important people.
But they played into it. They played into it and people freaked out. But once
I think so.
On the belt, you're like, that shit's not going to happen.
Could it still happen?
No, but at the end of the day, WWE are going to look at the best they can get. So, of course, they're going to be looking at Penta and Fenix anyway. And that offer's always going to be on the table for them to go there. It's never not going to be there.
It's not going to be like a Verno.
Want to sign up people.
Right. It's not going to be like a Verno's deal.
Yeah.
Taken away because Sin Cara pissed off the wrong people. You know, which sucks because he lost his fucking mask so he could go there, and now he's just an OGT member without a mask.
Yeah, I mean, I think that they have to seriously consider that offer. I do think, though, that it does present some issues with the MGM contracts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd like to think that they feel a little bit of loyalty to the Lucha Underground product, but that's probably just my own personal belief that they should have that loyalty. Maybe they shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, everyone got screwed by that hiatus. So
I'm just laughing at Alberto saying Justin had to go take a shit, man. Okay. That's
well, you know, things happen.
Sometimes at his age, it happens whether you want it or not. Freelance went over because he had to make a dookie.
If you want to know the truth about me stepping out, I had to step out to pick up my ease delivery, and they were here, so I had to go handle some business. And I'll post a handy dandy coupon for anyone who's interested in easing on down the road.
Is that some kind of? Oh God! Is that growing your butt?
No, no, that's the other kind of ease.
Okay, just making sure.
Easy.
But yeah, that I have no idea what that was, but Justin's going to give you a coupon because, you know, we don't have a pro wrestling tees coupon to give Odd Mad shirts yet. It'd be nice.
Then that's the only place you should get them from. Just saying.
Yeah. But yeah, so then the cage went up and it became Parka versus Hijo del Fantasma. I'm gonna let Meef.
All right, Meef. How'd it go down?
Well, let me get settled. It went well.
No.
I mean, Casey was saying, you know, that there was the why have the referee. Tarantes was obviously on Fantasma a few weeks, and there was a few messing about there, and then all of a sudden he went from doing fast counts with Fantasma to doing equal, which was good. And they both took the masks off. That was quite cool little sport, and he didn't fall.
I thought they were going to do the cool spot where they wrestled with each other's masks for a little bit, which
I was hoping that. Yeah.
Mystical
and kind of saw Fantasma's entire face.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw the mask, when Parker saw the mask, it was like, oh look, there he's wearing a nice necktie.
And it's like, oh shit, I know that guy. I've seen that guy at the Yeah.
The thing is I really hope, because his second job is for the government, I really hope that someone went, holy fuck, he works down the office from me.
That would be hilarious. Like how great Sasuke does everything in his mask for the Japanese government, so they wouldn't know who the fuck he was if he took it off. You know? It was an emotional moment when he did lose that mask. And fuck, man, I gotta say, Fantasma Jr. was my favorite part.
Why?
Yes.
Chocolito.
He was great.
Chocolito.
He threatened to murder LA Park after fucking Vampiro went on basically calling him the fucking Mexican Ming. This little kid. But yeah, dude, that kid would fuck up Goldberg's kid is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That kid was stabbed in the ring. This guy's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you in your sleep, Parka. Shit.
Look in his eyes. He's a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah, the death stare. The death stare.
I can't wait for that kid to become a wrestler because I'm already a fan. Like, if he wants to be the third generation, go for it, dude. Go for it. That's he's already got the eyes of a killer. That kid was the shit, and he's definitely, like, a lot of people picked up on that, like him just he meant it. He meant it. That was awesome. I loved it.
It's so real to him.
Nah, dude.
Park's gonna probably have the mask by then as well. He'll still be wrestling.
Yeah. He'll still have.
Still about 10 years away.
Yeah. He'll still be teasing that match with Rush, and Rush will be like fucking looking like El Dandy at that point and shit. And
all right, so Meef, here's my real question for you. Do you think it was a wise choice for HDF at this point in his career to lose the mask and let everyone now, be part of the new era of Jorge Luis Alcantar Bali, age 34, wrestling for 18 years?
Well, I'll start off by saying he lost it to the right guy.
Tapia?
Dude, he didn't lose it to some piece of shit, and that's important. Like, if he would have lost it to Mike Brown, that would have fucking sucked.
No, I think bringing Tapia in to do it was great, and I'm glad it wasn't Penta either, because a lot of people thought that Penta would be the one to do it.
Penta would never let me hear the end of it. He'd take the piss out of me every time I met him.
Yeah, they're too much contemporaries, and I think that'd have been bad.
I did message me saying, "Hey, the match is over because my favorite guy escaped already. Pen is safe." No, but dude, this was great. It was a great moment. I feel like a little bit ruined by Park going a little over the top.
I was about to say he started on Fantasma's dad over the name thing, which I kind of get, but it was just like it doesn't need it in that moment.
No, it
didn't need it to go
back, but maybe do that before the fucking match. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. And then they
took away from the moment.
And then, the whole Wagner thing with him coming out and challenging, and then Parker completely no-selling it and fucking saying, dude, you lost your mask, dumbass. Why would I want to wrestle?
Well, I agree with him, though. He's coming out. He's already lost his mask in brilliant fashion as well, but lost his mask and doesn't have any hair on his head, and he's asking for an Apuestas match.
Hey,
what are you offering?
Dude, the beard. Yeah. The beard. Offer the beard. It's a sweet.
Well, and that's fine. If it's a full shave, that would be hilarious. But he wasn't offering anything. Like, I didn't even understand it. Like, whoever booked that moment, I didn't get it. I get that they're trying to stay ahead of the curve. They want people to feel like there's big things coming. And when they announced it for next year's Triplemania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
sort of. But it's not a real match.
Did Parka accept the match? Because I didn't see him accept. I just saw him say, "I have this mask, you don't, fuckhead." He called him a fuckhead in Spanish.
No, I feel like this was AAA going into business for themselves and trying to mess with the Parka by creating some hype around, or LA Park, sorry, trying to create some hype around something that he hasn't agreed to try to make him agree to doing it there instead of in CMLL.
You know what, Justin? You can call him the Parka all you want, because he's the real Parka.
I agree.
He is the Parka, yeah.
I just wouldn't want people to think I didn't know which one was which.
Yeah, and
Tapia. Let's just say Tapia.
Wagner, I hate the face paint. It looks fucking stupid.
Oh.
Really?
I like it. It's so goth.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the fur coat?
It's like a 50-year-old goth dude. It's awesome.
I love it.
You should go full Dolomite and rock the big ass hat and shit, and have like the I'm gonna get you sucker platform boots with the fucking fish in them and shit. And
I like this whole 30 Seconds to Mars thing he's doing more than the world's most interesting man.
I'm sorry, but he's too old for that shit. He's like the dude you see at the mall with the Affliction shirt that's 65 years old and kind of buff, but looks like Randy.
But I think that's who he really is. That's how he has that mentality that's allowing him to still compete with some of these young bucks. I mean, you've seen some of his matches in the past 2 or 3 years. He's wrestling like a guy in his early 30s, not a guy in his 50s.
Yeah, you follow social media, he's in good shape.
And I've been watching him wrestle since he was in his early 30s, which is weird. Like,
yes.
Yeah, like he's been doing it forever, man. But yeah, it's crazy. Like you watch a match and you see him in it and you're like, this is young Dr. Wagner. And then you're like, but I'm kind of his age right now and I don't feel young. And yeah, man, I don't know. I don't like the look, but if they're trying to get heat that way, it's working on me. That's all. And because you know what? It looks like he has the same makeover person as the Black Family and fucking Australian Suicide.
Jericho.
Little too emo for me. I consider it more emo than goth because it sucks. And if it was goth, it would be more rad.
And I think it's kind of cool. Good for him.
I'm going to go back to the old the mask losing.
I feel like we killed Justin.
Oh, sorry. I'm just checking on something real quick.
So I'm going to go back to the timing of the mask and the removal and the losing of it.
Yeah, please.
It makes. I mean, today I support a football team that are dreadful. We were really good, and we've been through dreadful years. And I've seen us get to like finals of competitions, and it hurts. But today I felt like shit. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not sad for Fantasma. I'm sad for him having to stand there in the ring in tears as he's kind of let his dad down. Because if you remember the story behind it, his dad didn't want to give him the mask or the name.
And his dad never going to be ever. Yeah. And the thing was, his dad like basically turned around. He didn't think he would ever go into wrestling, but he also didn't think he was never good enough for him. And then he finally gave him the name, and because originally to the cousin. Here, the Fantasma was originally the cousin, wasn't it? Yeah, and he wasn't very good. Wasn't very good.
So now that he finally got this, and he got to the point of, he still feels young, even though he says it's been 18 years, but in terms of AAA, he's only been there for 5 years, 6 years.
Around there, yeah. Like when
Not been a long time in AAA.
Yeah.
And yeah. And so it's kind of and I know Mark stated, and there's a lot of, everybody's kind of glum at the minute, just feel down because of that moment. It's not about as a fan, like, oh, my guy's lost his mask. It's more a case of when he was there and he's in tears.
Yeah.
Like kind of, I feel like maybe feels like he let his dad down there. And it's like, you didn't lose your mask, and I've let down our family name tradition by losing it.
I think it's going to be interesting, though.
It happened to Tapia.
I think to his benefit, he's a good-looking dude. At least he's not like fucked up with the mask, you know.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna do so much better without it, and I don't always think that that's the case for everyone. Like, usually you want to see it happen like what Wagner did, where a guy who's later in his career, who's had a great run in a mask, but still has some real juice left in the tank, can take the mask off and get another couple years out of a new run. Like, Wagner is the ultimate best case scenario, but for HDF, it was just like, dude. I've just seen so many times him not get to where he should be, and I feel like out of the mask, he will. I think like his personality and his character are going to shine better. And the problem for him is I don't think his legacy is as a Mexican wrestling star. I think his legacy is as a global wrestling star. And in this day and age, he's not Pentagon. He's not going to get over like Pentagon with the mask. And I think losing it is the best thing for him. I think he has a chance. I think he has a shot now at WWE, even if he wants.
I feel like
this is something.
Go ahead, me.
So, I was going to say, if you watch the documentary, which is a really good documentary, and it was quite obvious from that, who was, it was about Fabi and Fantasma, basically. But Vampiro says something very interesting in it, where he's saying about how he thinks, and it's a great point, and it's something like Justin was saying, was basically Fantasma can be so much more, because his father, whilst a great luchador, isn't regarded, again, the Santos, the Blue Demons, he's not in that league to them, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. So he was a good wrestler, but he never and that's kind of almost became a stigma of Fantasma. And almost, like you were saying, he always got so far, and then he seemed to not happen.
I think
so now with the mask, he can be set free from the I don't want to say the mask, the hangover of the mask.
He's also
that weight too much. The weight of the mask was too much, so now he's free of it. Yeah, he can actually
and he's still got a mask, by the way. He's still King Cuerno.
Like he could be the person.
There's a bigger issue with the Fantasma mask, legality-wise.
He can be.
Yeah, he has to lose that to work in the States.
I mean, with that name, this way he never has to worry about King Features Syndicate, or whoever the fuck owns the rights to the Phantom now, ever trying to shut him down. Because, he was making his mask different enough that I don't think it would have been a problem. But
it's still, just move on from it. And it's like, it is sad to see a piece of that tradition go away, but at the same time, he's in a different league than his dad was. He's in a different ball game altogether.
And I think that was the problem with his dad, is unlike all the legendary names mentioned, he wasn't stealing a character from popular media and making that would be like wrestling as Batman, people are going to take you less seriously a little bit. And it's one of the best masks in wrestling. And he was a great wrestler, but are they seeing it as maybe biting off of something, And that's just the way I feel about it, because everyone else mentioned was an original character and he wasn't. And he's by far the most popular. He's got to be the most popular dude that was based off of someone else's character, though, right? I can't think of anyone in Mexico. I mean, you got Jushin Thunder Liger and Tiger Mask, but that was Japan, and that was officially licensed also. I can't think of anyone else.
No, no one else really got that far.
I feel like...
I think they went on to do things outside the mask, but not actually under the mask. They didn't get that level.
Yeah.
Ring gear is directly the comic book ring gear.
Which
the mask
is
was
cool.
A bit different, but it was awesome. But
man, it's who I blame? Billy Zane. I blame Billy Zane. Can I just get that out there?
You absolutely blame him.
It's Billy Zane's fault.
But it's just been a bit of a kind of, I don't know how to feel. I just feel like I've been kicked in the nuts and kind of drained emotionally, but not in a kind of, for me, it's more for the guy, because he's a good guy.
I felt I know how you feel, Meath. This is how I felt at Ultima Lucha Dos.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It really is. And but it was far less of a heavy thing on the line there.
I'm sending the invite to my boy Qui Tron, see if he wants to jump in and talk some UFC for a minute, just so you guys know. He might pop in, so I might switch topics.
Speaking of friends and people in the chat, I gotta say good day to Andre. I don't think I did that yet, and that I hope he uses the my advice about the Outback Jack boomerang clothesline.
All right,
and shout out to Alberto, who's been here for a pretty long time. Fucking Paul Kross has been here forever too.
Pablo's
Sunday before the show starts.
Pablo's in there too. I think Rachel was in here earlier. Who else is around?
These people, all of you need to go to church. All of you. Night mass.
Look, can I talk about the Contender for a quick sec?
Yes, please.
How do we watch it?
It's on Epix. I added it to my Sling package. My Sling package that no longer shows me Lucha Underground. So apparently it's a one Eric Van Wagenen show at a time kind of service.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Can't make him get too full of himself.
Shout out to Melissa if she's still around. I don't know if she is or not. Anyway, I got to tell you, this Contender show is on like NFL Films level. The quality of the production is ridiculous. And I was there to see some of the stuff going on, especially with the fights and whatnot. But like super cinematographic. Is that the word I want? Anyway, looks nice.
Cinematographic.
Cinnamon graphics. It has great cinnamon smelling graphics. No, I just it's amazing. Like, and I thought Evie Dub told me last week that they were going to drop a trailer that Skip had done. So I was like, ooh, that'll be dope. And then I figured when I saw that trailer, I was like, oh, it is dope. But the show isn't going to look that good. The show looks that good the whole time. It looks like a Skip vignette or trailer the whole time. I absolutely love the way it's shot. I think it's shot better than 24/7. And the content so far, I'm amazed with. The reviews have been up and down, but that's the boxing world. Like, if you don't know boxing, you just got to understand how fickle people are. Anything that is not like the straight, sweet science, people have an issue with. But I think it's kicking the crap out of Ultimate Fighter, which is hard for me to say because it's my boys that make Ultimate Fighter. But it's really, really good, man. It's really good. My favorite guy right now after the first episode is a dude named Michael Moore from Cleveland, who was trolling everybody else in the cast, just fucking with them, lying to them flat out about who their selections for matches were going to be, this, that, and the other thing, and basically said on camera, like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to troll all of them. I don't care. And that's how the Cleveland homies roll. The first fight was Lamar Russ versus John Thompson. And I'm not going to tell you guys who win because I feel like enough people haven't seen it yet. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of spoilers out there on the internet. But get a hold of the show because it's amazing. Andre Ward even has been retired for a while, to my knowledge, and he laced up the gloves and sparred with some of the guys on the opening episode. And I think that he's making an awesome mentor and host. Sergio Mora was in the audience for the first episode. Mark Burnett was there, who we saw when we were there at the taping, which was amazing that Mark actually came out and sat in the audience with all of us. I haven't seen him at a Lucha Underground taping. But it's great. Like, who knew Eric Van Wagenen could make such a good show? You guys aren't buying that. Everybody knew he could make such a good show.
I'm really bummed out because I've been hearing how awesome this show is. I need to figure out how to see it.
Do you have Sling, or you're not using Sling?
No,
Are you?
I don't have anything.
I added it to my Sling for $5 or something.
Okay,
like it was super cheap and easy for me to add to it. So that's how I'm watching Epix now. That Get Shorty show is pretty good on there too. And they have a decent selection of movies, though I find a lot of those movies I have already available on other services. Because I don't know what their contracts are now, but what were you saying, Meef?
Well put.
Yes, exactly that.
People pay money to listen to this podcast, and you just wasted it.
Wait, they pay money? Wow, how come I don't get some of that?
Well,
hold on, people. How do we get paid if
you pay us, don't you?
What?
Yeah, I thought all the money just came from.
That's where I siphoned my money from.
I thought I had a bunch of checks like that are deposited automatically. I just never looked into it.
We don't work for ECW now, are we?
Oh god.
Heyman actually runs this podcast.
Anyway, the contender should be on NBC at prime time.
Yeah, but at the same time, I it's tough because it's like this show deserves more eyeballs. But at the same time, when the show was on NBC and had those eyeballs, it tainted it. The fights were cut down and they were cutting it a different way, and they were spending a tremendous amount of money on it. And I honestly believe that the results that they're getting are better from not being on a network.
All right. Yeah, well, they had Stallone last time. It was kind of like Stallone's Rocky reality show. I mean, that was my interpretation of it.
They went through a couple of versions, and nothing was as good as how they're doing it right now to me. I honestly think it's the best season. And I've watched them all, and some of them have been very entertaining, but that world of boxing and that glitz, I think, is over. That style of glitz is gone. And this is a grittier, more down to earth. And they're not trying to be something that they're not,
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was very impressed with it. If you can find a way to watch it, I highly recommend it. And that's all I can say about that. So Byron, here's a question for you.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Here's a question I have for you guys.
Yeah.
SummerSlam.
Oh, wow.
I thought that SummerSlam and Triplemania were two of the best cards for those promotions that they've done, both of them, in a long, long time. Is that good enough? Do they get A pluses? Does Triplemania get an A plus? Does SummerSlam get an A plus?
Triplemania was good. It surprised me how good it was.
Well, here's my thing on
B plus.
Yeah, but I think we also got to look at.
Let the school teacher give a grade here, gentlemen, because
I knew it would finally happen.
Look at
Lenny Poff over here,
the world's smartest man. Anyway, so you got WWE, right? Like their SummerSlams have been on par with the other previous SummerSlams. Triplemania last year was dog shit. So if you go from dog shit to, man, that was a pretty good show, you get like an A plus in my book. Improvement. Lots of.
Well, see, but I felt that way about SummerSlam too. I felt like, a lot of it was just doing what fans probably have wanted them to do for a while, though maybe it wasn't. I mean, I don't know if fans really wanted Ronda to have the belt or really wanted Roman to have a belt.
They wanted Shield to come back because they sure fucking love that.
Oh god, 17 times this fucking season, and Dean jacked. What's Dean Ambrose been eating?
I love Dean Ambrose.
Lots and lots of pills.
But I feel like the Shield is purely back this time so that Roman can finally swerve them and get the heel heat. I really do.
I think right now they're there so he can get cheers. And so it makes sense that Braun doesn't just straight up beat him right away, because that should happen.
Correct. But, I think he needs some protection.
Yeah. But I think with Dean Ambrose, I think he's made major improvements, like just improved in every category that people had a problem with him last time. Yeah. He's wrestling his more technical. He's wrestling his more technical style.
Does he need to wrestle?
I mean, he's more intense and he bulked up. He's worked a lot bulkier than this in the past. but he's changed his style up a little bit, and he did the Dirty Deeds DDT. The last match I saw him, he countered a stalling Dolph Ziggler DDT where he, you get him in the hold, but you jump up and then you're gonna fall down. And so when he was up and Dean had him on his shoulders, he just like threw him up, and then when he came down, he like caught him in the DDT and dropped him, and it just blew everyone's mind. It was out of nowhere, and it just overall it looks like he's trying harder, I think. But I like it. Anyway, I think that they kept reporting he was having delays with his elbow surgery and recovery.
Too little, too late.
Because they wanted him to bulk up and kind of turn into like a mini version of Triple H.
I guess so, maybe. I don't know. I was really impressed from top to bottom with SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And it was so weird for me because I'm sitting there and I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop the whole time. And every match would come around and I would just be kind of like, oh, I liked this squash. Oh, I liked how these guys had high action, but there was a DQ. Everything. It was the first time in just ages where it was like, oh my God, this makes sense. This is baseline. This is the standard of what wrestling should be. Why can't they do this all the time?
Yeah.
And I just didn't, I hope they can keep following it up. I hope that there's a way and a path for WWE to keep doing what they did with that pay-per-view, because I'll watch that. I will 100% watch that.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Stuff was good, and they had a good variety of it.
When do we get some more New Japan? Fuck. Just waiting. I'm waiting for the Road to Dominion to start. Because we're gonna get a singles match between Naito and Suzuki, man. Come on.
I think though, the big thing about that is that they were quality shows, but also you got to look at there's so many different wrestling products out there. They're marketed to their fan base. So I mean, for me personally, I'd rather watch Lucha and New Japan and WWE type stuff. I love all the talent, but their presentation isn't necessarily for me. So SummerSlam was good. I don't know if I would really watch it if I didn't need to talk to you guys about it.
I don't even do that, so you're better off than me.
I still think it was a good show. But but what? Meef, are you falling asleep?
Meef is tired.
Yeah.
What time is it there, Meef? I never know what time you're actually in.
It's about 7 to 5. 10 to 5.
Oh shit! It's my boy Qui was cracking.
Oh, I like that hat. Hang on, say hi to the boys. What's going on, man?
What's up, fellas?
What's happening?
What the fuck's that? Who's it?
Justin, man, we're hanging out.
Oh, what's up, Justin? I know you were. My bad. Sorry.
We're doing a live podcast right now, and I had to get a mixed martial arts expert in, so I knew that we had to fucking talk to Qui for a minute. What's going on,
brother? We're doing some illegal shit, so black all of our faces out.
Hey, it's not my fault that Rat Fink's wearing a wire on you guys.
Yeah. What's up, dog? I like that hat.
Oh, this hat right here, you got to tell people how to represent.
314 St. Louis.
All right, so you guys got to know, I met Chef Qui last year doing an episode of Food Paradise, right?
Yes, sir.
So I come into this man's restaurant, and you guys know I've been in a ton of restaurants, and up on the wall, what do I see but fucking UFC gold in the Miley restaurant in the middle of St. Louis? And I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? You got to tell these people why is that belt on your wall at the restaurant?
So, Tyron and I have been friends since his amateur career. And so we've been sponsoring him for a long time. And, he told me that when he wins the belt, I'm going to get it. And so, he was a man of his word, and the champ is a good man, and he kept it. And guess what? It's on the wall.
It is right on the wall in the restaurant. And like, these things are not something that's easy to come by. So I was like shocked, but then me and Qui were down from that moment on. And then we played some cards with the fellas, and Smoked some cigars, hung out, had a good time.
Yeah, we're missing you. You should guys. You want me to? We can video call you a hand right now.
Oh shit! No, because I'm not going to video call you my wallet, so that's not happening.
You got Venmo?
No, that's Byron. Byron, my money mark is over here on the your right side, I think.
What's happening?
Byron will Venmo you my money. All right, so look, T Wood, your boy Tyron, not Tyrone as Colby Covington likes to call him. Tyron has a big fight coming up against Darren Till that got switched out from Colby. Do you feel like your man is ready for that fight?
You know, I just sat and talked with Tyron like yesterday. He came in, got some food. You know, he's with one of his coaches. And, you know, he let's put it this way. He's looking lean. He's a champ for a reason. He's good to go, man. I think people are going to be surprised how easy he's going to be able to take down Darren Till.
They're going to be surprised. Too. I think that's where it's going to be. I think it's going to be a wrestle fest for him. I don't think he's going to stand around and play any games with Darren. There's no reason to.
You know what's crazy? He's been training at Wild Card for a lot of this camp. So I'm curious to see. You know, they said his shoulder looks good. They said his shoulder looks good. He's like ready to go. You know, we'll see. I can't wait because this is you know, listen, Tyron had a phenomenal fight, strategic fight against Wonder Boy twice. Right. So I think, you know, Wonder Boy's a little bit more technical, where Till's a little bit more of a brawler. So I think Tyron's going to bring. I think people are going to be surprised, man.
I hope for his sake that he puts on an exciting show because, you know, look, you guys are the hometown, but I feel like he needs to excite people about him. And like, how do you do that but get a flashy win, right?
Right. And I think it's, you know, it's a double-edged sword, man, because it's like, do you keep, you know, Tyron's always been a strategist. And it's one of those things where it's, you know, he likes to fight the way he fights. For him, it's all about, you know, strategy, a game plan. So we'll see. I mean, let's put it this way. They said that they've never seen Tyron this angry in any camp. So Duke Rufus said that he's never seen Tyron this angry. So
we'll see.
We'll see.
This is a good luck podcast.
We'll see.
All right. Yeah. So here's my question, and all your boys can answer this. Who won money on Gaethje last night?
I did.
I knew you had Gaethje. I thought the Texecutioner was going to get it done.
You know, I think that I think, you know, his trash talking was just kind of, it was unnatural for Vic. You know what I mean? So
maybe,
I think
but the boy's got hands and he's got that reach too.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not his game plan. So I think like what ends up happening is, you know, when you fall into a certain character that you're not used to, right. I think there's a lot of pressure. That's why, like, you know, I think like for Tyron and stuff, like, you know, he doesn't really shit talk a lot, but when he does, he responds, and it's still him. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a fake persona. Like Connor is not a fake persona. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they do what they do, and they come and they perform, and then that's the end of it. And so I think for James Vick, there was just so much pressure on him because he talks so much trash. It was I've never seen him talk that kind of trash before.
Well, I mean, I think he was trying to play the game. He was trying to play the game and get involved, you know?
Well, I mean, you know, Kobe's done it. So, I mean, I get it. So, I mean, I totally get it. But I think that also adds a lot of pressure, too. If that's not naturally who you are, right? I think it's very difficult. Like, you know, like I'm not a shit talker. You know what I mean? So, I'm in fight,
really? Oh, really?
You know, it's like, you know, if I'm in a fight and I got to live up to all the stuff that I talked about, how I'm going to beat your mama down and you know what I'm saying, and all this stuff, it's unnatural.
Well, no. So then does this cloud the landscape at 55 to you with, you know, having Gaethje now kind of throw himself back in the mix?
You know, 155 and 170 are the most dominant. They're the most stacked divisions. And I think for 155, as long as Gaethje doesn't like fight like he's a punching bag, I think he'll do well because you can't. Oh,
you ain't got to pick up the phone. You can finish your deal.
No. I'm good, bro. we're talking about. Call in. We're waiting on you. Let's just fly back.
You're waiting on this stack of money you're not getting. I gotta roll through now because I gotta come take some money off you guys.
Yeah, come play, come hang out, come eat. But I
money.
The guys are like, uh-oh, you want to take some of this money? It's a lot of taking spring rolls.
Oh my God, you guys.
No, I think Tyron's gonna. It's gonna be and still. I mean, I think that I think he's gonna have a good game plan for him, and I don't see Tyron losing this fight. I have a lot of respect. For Darren Till. I think he's a phenomenal fighter. He's tough. He's big. He's strong. I think the one thing though, he fights upright a lot. So
nice call.
Right.
I think like you saw what happened to Vic yesterday fighting upright against Gaethje, with that feint and knocking that other hand and then just boom, So I think, and that sets up for someone as strong, as fast as Tyron, I think that's a bad thing to, be upright a lot.
So what do you think about DJ finally dropping that belt?
I wouldn't think he would take. Oh, that was awesome.
I didn't think he lost. I thought it was really, I had a 3-2 DJ, man. It was very difficult. It's bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Soweto, incredible game plan. I mean, he's grown so much since the first loss, but I thought it was close. I thought DJ won 3-2.
I did.
I mean, it was so close. Some people had it the other way, 3-2.
Well, this is the thing, and this happened a bunch of times last night. It happened with the Courtney Casey fight. It happened with the Michael Johnson and Andre Touchy-Feely fight. Like, don't let it go to the cards anymore, man. Like these fights, I had almost all those fights going the other way, but you get a split decision these days, and it doesn't seem to go the right way very often.
Man, it's difficult. Yeah, you're right, because like the Angela Hill. I mean, I thought Angela won. And so. But it's hard though. I think everybody's skill set's so good now that it's just like, if you can't take them out, and I guess you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. And in Courtney Casey's defense, though, she had 2 decisions go against her that I think she won previously, but I didn't think she won this one.
Right here, live dog.
Man, you're absolutely right. I think I'm excited because wait, did somebody fall out? The kid that's fighting on Tyron's card, the Dagestani kid. I can't pronounce his last name.
Oh, Marcus Redov guy.
So did his opponent fall off? Is that what happened? Because I'm seeing that there's a question mark now. I've been working so much, I totally missed it.
I'm looking down the card right now. Let's see.
There's a question mark at his opponent.
Well, he was supposed to have. Was he supposed to have Yair Rodriguez, or is he getting him now?
Yeah, he was supposed to fight Yair.
Yeah, so
I don't know what happened.
Yair is out now. I have to find out what's up with that.
That's bullshit. Because that would have been
a good fight.
Listen, that Dagestani kid to me is scary. Yeah. Scary. Like at 145, I don't know if anybody. I think Max. I can't wait for the Max Holloway Ortega fight. I think that stylistically, that's going to be a phenomenal fight.
That's going to be a good fight.
That's going to be straight fire. I can't really call it. I feel like Max will take it with the boxing, but who knows? Who knows?
Dude, Ortega his jiu-jitsu is so deceptive. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but he's got to get Max down there, and I just don't know that Max gets down there. That's the only thing that I can see in that
fight. But this Dagestani kid is.
Thank God for heroes.
If I'm in the 145, I never want to fight that kid.
Truest America.
True. Trump. Okay. I don't think I would want to mess with him either. Zabit Magomed Shapiro. I can't say.
I can't pronounce his last name, but that kid's scary good.
We're gonna call him Z. We're gonna call this kid Z. These kids need.
So let's put it this way: he's like Khabib, but with like incredible striking.
Oh, because his reach is ridiculous. I mean, the kid's got the longest arms.
His kickboxing, his taekwondo, like the kid is just like, it's ridiculously good.
Well, I'm looking forward to that card. After that card, you got to come back on and we got to talk about it, see how your boy does, because that's a stacked card and that's on September 8th.
September 8th in Dallas. What do you think? What's your prediction?
My prediction, I think Tyron handles Till in the second or third round on the ground. I think he puts him out on the ground. I think Valentina Shevchenko is easily going to take Nico's
I think she's going to murder that chick.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's already Valentina's belt personally. I don't know about the Andrade Kovalevich fight. That's more of a toss-up to me. I'd like to say Kovalevich wins that one, but I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's a tough fight, man. Stylistically, they're pretty similar. So that's I think it's strategic. It's going to be a tough match, but I think the Darren Till fight is going to be incredible. I think Darren's going to bring out, well, first of all, can he make weight? I mean, the kid walks around at 215. I mean, the kid's
huge. That face off with Tyron, I was like, damn, he is a damn sight bigger than Tyron.
He made Tyron look little, and Tyron's not a little dude.
Not at all. But Tyron is an actual 170, and this other kid looks like he should be up a couple classes.
Yeah, because you got to think, he walks around. They said he walks around anywhere between 215 to 220. Tyron naturally walks around at about 200.
Wow. So, and they wonder why there's no dudes at light heavyweight. It's because they're all cutting out of there.
He needs to fight at 185. I mean, I think it's just scary. 170 is a scary.
Side bet he don't make weight.
Oh, look, Dawson.
Side bet he won't make weight.
I got 5 on it.
You got 5.
He'll make that weight. I think his camp knows that he's going to be a superstar after this fight either way. So they're going to have to make that weight. It might hurt him. It might hurt him for the fight.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I mean, it's a championship fight. He's making weight. But, looking at his last fight when he almost died making weight in England against Wonder Boy. And how about Wonder Boy and Robbie Lawler in the works? Oh, baby.
That needs to happen. That might be a career ender for one of them, though. I'm a little scared for that fight.
I think Robbie loses to Wonder Boy. I think Wonder Boy's too technical, fighting on the outside. I think Robbie's not the same Robbie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's had his moment. He had a great little run there towards the end, though.
We all love Robbie. Robbie's the man. And I think he's just been in too many wars to, Wonder Boy's still fresh.
All right, Queen, you got to plug the restaurants for me. Tell these people where to come to when they're coming through your neck of the woods.
All right, so you see my hat right now? This is my boy Dave Choi's Soul Taco hat. So if you're in St. Louis, you need to hit up Soul Taco. I'm sitting here with my buddies. Gianni, Gian Fabio's Best Ville South in Boca in St. Louis. I got the man, Alfredo Solis here. Pueblo Solis, been around for 20 years. And our buddy right here, Mike Del Pietro, MDP Restaurant Group, the oldest Italian restaurant family in St. Louis. You got to go there. And if you want some ramen, come see me at Nudo and come see my Lee's.
Come to this game, brother. Bring it. Bring $1,000.
Yeah, forget all your businesses. You know how to really make some money. You just want this guy to come sit
next week, brother. I want to see you here next week, brother. Come on. I want to see you.
Oh, we need a person of color.
Come on.
He said we need a person of color. There's only like 3 or 4 of us here.
Yeah, that's
not many
true.
White people. No, there's not many white people in this table. Look, he's got 2 Italians. They're not white.
He said bring some white people.
They're not. I'm not white.
I got them. They're right here. I'm gonna bring these guys with me.
Yeah, come on.
People named Scott.
Yeah, he said bring someone named Scott, not someone named Gianni.
I got a Byron here for you. We'll bring a Byron for you.
Oh my God, it's great seeing you, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Here, brother.
The boy says bye. Peace out.
See you later, Kelly.
Where you at? Are you in Cali right now? Or where are you?
Yeah, I'm in LA, and then I'll be on the road. I'll be out in South Carolina and then Texas in a couple of weeks.
Dude, if I'm out and about, we're gonna catch up. So let me know where you're gonna be. I'll text you if I'm traveling. I might be in LA here in the next month or so. I got some business to do in LA.
Well, you let me know. I'll probably end up being on the other side of the country while you're out here, knowing me. But
I'm gonna schedule it where you're there. We're gonna go hang out.
You got it, brother. You let me know.
All right, baby. You guys be good.
All right, Chef. Peace.
My man. Appreciate you.
That was awesome.
Good dude. Good dude.
Yeah, I love Queen. He's and dude, let me tell you, he's modest about it, but his family restaurant, My Lee in St. Louis, is amazing. And now he's got a ramen spot called Nudo that is killing it. I hope he opens up one out here, even though the competition's pretty stiff out here. Anyway, since I can't ever get J-Man anymore, we got to bring in some other fresh blood on UFC every now and then.
I have a question. How much money did you just volunteer for me to lose by going hang out with those guys?
All of it, man. All of it. All those guys do is roll dice or play cards, smoke cigars, and
I don't know what you're talking about. Those guys are clearly playing Dungeons and Dragons perfectly for no money.
Oh no, there was no real money involved. Come on now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, WWE SummerSlam. I'm still trying to figure out the Braun thing that they're doing with him trying to keep cashing in his Money in the Bank, and then something happening where he does once he hands it to the ref, isn't that officially cashing it in?
No, the bell.
You got to ring the bell.
Yeah,
you got to ring the bell.
Unless they bring in Eric Stolman, I think we're okay.
Okay.
Unless you're who was it? Who lost the Money in the Bank? Was it? I forget his name. Damien Sandow. Yeah. Unless you're Damien Sandow, then it doesn't count until you win.
And also John Cena lost it too. That's all I remember because I stopped watching. There might have been a couple between then. I don't know. Usually not though. Yeah.
So who was mad that Constable Corbin got squashed? Was that you, Meef?
No, okay, question. I didn't even watch, but a lot of people ask this. Why the fuck do you have to be the demon for Constable Corbin? But then when you get a title shot, you're just Finn Balor. What the fuck?
It's SummerSlam.
I thought it was a perfect use of the demon to bring him back kind of out of the blue, let him squash. That's what the whole gimmick is supposed to be for. So that when Finn goes full demon that it's gonna, chances are he's gonna win, and then there'll be some big moment where finally the demon doesn't win, and it'll be the biggest challenges of Finn's career.
You never go full demon, man. You never.
Whatever that. True. Whatever that moment is down the line.
The demon should be something special that comes out when he. So if he's in a program where he's lost a few times to the guy and it's been through weird decisions or he's just not quite good enough and then he has to pull out the demon. That's how it should be. I'm going to be the demon today, so I have to beat some schmuck.
I'd feel like the demon would be more special if it was like the Great Muta where he actually stabbed people and shit. This is...
Well, I don't disagree with that, actually. I don't know about full-on stabbing, but I think that it would be a little bit more interesting if there was something style-wise and moveset-wise that was clearly different about the demon.
Just spit something in someone's eyes. That's all you got to do. Spit something in someone's eyes. No one has to get stabbed.
It's like I was kind of, busting Meef down about HDF early in the Lucha Underground season this year because all of a sudden he was wrestling a lot more like Fantasma, whereas before I felt like Cuerno and Fantasma actually had slightly different movesets and were different wrestlers.
I feel like Cuerno still needs to capture someone in a net, have it in the ring, and then when they come in after him, it does like the fucking Ewoks,
right?
Whoosh, that. I feel like I'm giving them all my ideas for free.
You really are, and you wonder why you see these matches that look like DJ's trying to do wing,
and then bar wrestling is going to have someone get caught in a net 2 days.
Look, contrary to popular belief, there have definitely been some ideas that have been taken from this show. Usually not this late in the show, but it's happened.
Yoshi,
I feel
someone did that already. Not Yoshitatsu. Oh no. He's from Suzuki Guns, the guy that sings.
Fucking Tai Chi.
Yeah. He did that a while ago, years ago. I'll find a gift for you or something on Twitter.
Is it too soon for Rhonda?
She's gonna be in the video game. You might as well give her something. I don't know.
I just wonder how they're going to protect her. I don't know that storyline wise it's too soon. I think it works pretty good. And I kind of liked her doing another Steph angle where, on Raw or whatever, where she was like, no, this belt's for all of us. Even though that's not true, but
that's how they protect her, though. She broke Steph's arm, so she gets suspended
Again?
1,000 times, yeah. And that just keeps happening until she wrestles once. And yeah, so she's not like Brock, because Brock was gone all the time because he wanted to be. She's gone because she gets suspended.
Is there a world where she doesn't need to be protected? Where she's good enough to just go out there and do it for real?
I felt like if her UFC record at the end was a winning record at the end.
It was a winning. She only lost the last two. Those are the only two she ever lost.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, those last two are what are fresh in people's minds as she goes in there. So they got to kind of build her back up a little bit. So I don't think it's time for her to lose it all.
Right.
But I mean, you could lose and get fucked out of it too. Or you can do a triple threat and someone else can get pinned, which happens.
But then here's the other risk that you run. You've already done this thing where Asuka ran through everyone at NXT forever, and then she came up and ran through some more before they kind of knocked her down a peg. Mm-hmm. Can you do that with Ronda right now? I mean, you just took the belt off of Brock Lesnar again, finally. You had the Asuka thing in recent memory, and now you're talking, and you've got a Braun scenario where they're already having to come up and concoct all these ways to keep him from just out and out winning every match he touches. How do you do that with Ronda right now?
Here's how
I think with Ronda, it's good to have her as a belt, or as a champion, taking the belt to all her mainstream press stuff.
Well, you need it for the first all women's pay-per-view. I think that was the business decision that
she can be the headliner. Yeah. I feel like, okay, so when Asuka was doing it, right? So like they almost had an opportunity to have Nia Jax do it at the same time. So what you do is you have two people do it at the same time. You have one do it in NXT and then you have Ronda do it. So say you have Io Shirai do it in NXT, or you have just fucking Shayna Baszler do it in NXT. And then you have these two people that are undefeated, and then she gets moved up to the main roster. She wants Ronda Rousey. And then you got two undefeated people fighting. That's how you do it.
I was very surprised not to see Shayna called up at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I mean, but isn't Jessamine Duke like starting now too?
They're gonna probably run. They're doing houses with the four horsewomen, I think. Yeah. And so you're gonna need Shayna there to anchor that down, even if it's just houses, and then they put everyone on TV
that
on the main show.
A call up from Shayna would have been the best way to protect Ronda, but to do that, it would almost be a Ronda heel turn, which is maybe why they didn't do it.
No, what you do is you have Shayna be fucking jealous of all the attention Ronda's getting and how she just jumped straight to the main roster, and then she's heel on her, and then she's not protecting. She's protecting Ronda by that. That's how you get out of the loss. But then they're feuding with each other, and she's the heel.
Yeah, that might be the way to do it. I don't know.
What do you guys think about Shayna on the main roster? Do you think that she works?
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's an ass kicker. Dude, she'll work anywhere. Like, I think that you watch her and you forget that it's a work, and you're like, this shit is real, and that's my favorite kind of wrestling.
And she knows how to take a loss too. Like, I mean, you know, that loss she took on NXT TakeOver, you immediately almost forget that she's on the losing end of anything. It's right. Not.
She's got that Suzuki edge like that, where Minoru Suzuki can lose his fucking hair in a match and come out looking cooler than he did going into it.
Yeah, she comes out with that swag. She retains her heat, and she's like exactly what you need on the main roster, because a lot of these other performers can't do that. When they're not on a run, they can't maintain their heat. I think she could do it easily. She could take 10 losses in a row, and you probably wouldn't even realize that she took 10 losses in a row.
I feel like for her on the main roster, you just completely steal Minoru Suzuki's character, even including beating up people that aren't in the match, and you give it to her. And
but then here's the question: then how do they do Ronda's four horsewomen? Or could they do something different and swerve it and put Ronda with Charlotte and do a different kind of four horsewomen, and then Ronda's four horsewomen become a heel faction to Ronda?
That's what I think you do, is you have her get stinged, and then they beat the shit out of her because she got to jump to the main roster and none of them did. They all had to go through NXT.
Yeah.
And so it's like a built-in reason to fuck her up, you know? Like, I think it's a good idea.
Do you think they need? So they don't need the four of them together. I mean, I kind of think Ronda and Shayna, that's a good package right there. I mean, what
it is, but the money is in Ronda as a face. Even though I think she should be heel, I think the real money is in her as a face. Little girls out there will buy the shirts. We've seen that with the Bayley merchandising out there. The Bayley merchandising is through the roof. The Ronda merchandising is starting to catch up already. If you get every little girl out there believing that she's their Hulk Hogan, like when we were little kids, I think that that's where the real money is. And look, this is a company that is designed to entertain and make money. And I think that entertainment factor wise, she's better as a heel, but money wise, you got to keep Ronda a face. And I just don't know that the rest of the four horsewomen can ride that face train with her, especially with what they've already done with Shayna.
I feel like
Shayna could be a heel though with her.
I feel like you get Jessamine Duke, you give her kind of like the Tom Riddle personality because that's kind of her personality anyway. But I feel like she would work as a heel because she's going to be towering over the other girls like so fucking much. And because most, like, come on, you put her up against fucking Zelina Vega. Jesus Christ, that's a size difference right there.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It'd be interesting. Anyway, I got to say, overall, coming out of the G1, which was my last question for you guys, where I kind of want to wrap up this thing tonight. But coming out of the G1, then going into NXT TakeOver, which if you wanted to talk about that for a minute, Byron, I'd let you, maybe. Then going into a phenomenal SummerSlam, a great episode of Lucha Underground, another pretty solid Impact, ending it off with a surprisingly great Triplemania. The last few weeks for wrestling. And then also, you had the Contender in there. You had a great couple of UFCs recently. Like just combat sports in general and sports entertainment. Combat sports entertainment. That's my new term for it. Combat sports entertainment in general the last couple of weeks has been phenomenal. And I've been really surprised. And all of us have gone through phases of being completely bitter and over this crap, but it's just been really good.
I still kind of am, but it's sucking me back in. It kind of sucks though, because as soon as New Japan gets hot off of the G1, they go off for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or they're like sleeping like Meef over here. And I'd like to introduce our next.
Is he asleep?
Yeah, no, he's awake. Okay, I was gonna fake him out and say that Fantasma was coming on the show right now and see if I woke him up. But
Full Frontal, new segment called Full Frontal, starring Fantasma.
And he's like, I'm awake. I'm awake. He sits up like the Undertaker and shit. Like, no, but Dominion.
So how do you guys feel? My question for you guys though too is, how do you guys feel at the end of G1? Like, look, going through the matches were phenomenal, but did the storylines end up in a place that you felt like everything that happened in the G1 was worth it?
No, because I didn't want Tanahashi to win, and I don't like him that much. Like, he's great, but like, come on, Ibushi's the shit. That's who I wanted to win.
Yeah, I still need to watch that last match.
Suzuki, but they fucked that like 4 weeks into the tournament. That wasn't going to happen. So,
I mean, having it be Tanahashi just pretty much is like bringing somebody back into the fold that was already there before.
But I see why they're doing it because he can still go.
It's even more than that, where they're, even without the title, they're rekindling the whole Ace versus Rainmaker feud.
Yeah, because what's cool is until Wrestle Kingdom, he has to defend that shot, and he has to defend it against everyone that beat him in the tournament, which I think is